Oh shit, we're live. Good evening and you're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga right here on the Emerald Collective. My name is Dave Gibson and I'm the creator and Dungeon Master for all things Sopherone. So this is episode 65. I think, does that mean that we're ready for retirement? Or 2 days from retirement or 2 episodes to retirement? I'm not sure. Anyway, do you know who else is 65? Viggo Mortensen is 65, so I'll be giving a free point of inspiration to the first player to open a set of double doors while under the effects of a slow spell. It's a pretty tricky one, this, but I think we can accomplish it as a team. Anyway, let's kick off with some Emerald Collective news, and I think, but do keep that one in the back pocket. Our podcast, episode 11 of our first podcast, No Silver Linings, a Call of Cthulhu story set in 1920s Ireland by Mark Corrigan of Shunnet Games, is available now for Patreon subscribers at the Jeweler tier, and episode 10 is available on all the regular platforms now, with episode 11 hitting those same platforms on Wednesday 2nd of October, so not long now. I need to get back and edit some more podcasts. Episode 11 is a doozy though. After spotting something very peculiar along the Silver Mines Mountain Trail, the investigators trudge through the muddy terrain in the pouring rain to see what's going on up there. Accompanied by Peter Houlihan, who believes that there's something in the mines that is responsible for taking Jack Sullivan, the group discovers something shocking. Our Patreon is now live, and you can head over there by clicking the link in chat. Depending on the tier you choose, you'll receive original monsters, magic items, and maps to use in your games each month. There'll also be the opportunity to get early access to our podcast, discount on select items at drivethrurpg.com, shoutouts on stream, and bonus content, as well as discounts on commissions from It's a Map and Zorp's Art, who's responsible for all the awesome Patreon art. And while I'm doing my blurb, I might ask somebody to go into the blurb doc and tell me who's up next for the shoutout on stream, because I forgot to do that today. We've also added a $1 tier, and if we haven't posted in the Twitch as well, it would be great if someone could do that in the Discord. Thank you. I really need to do my homework. We've also added a $1 tier for those who would like to show their support, but can't stretch to the $5 or $10 tiers if you don't have the coin to spare to pledge at all. If you're not, though, you can still give our Patreon a follow and get a free original monster magic item and a few more bits and bobs for your trouble. I actually meant to drop in the maps from my last one shot, the Jeweler, but I forgot, but I'll do that first thing in the morning. So they will be in the free section as well. So there will be even more free content, so make sure you stick around. But that's it for the Patreon. When he's not streaming with the Emerald Collective, you can find our very own Ryan on twitch.tv/DRangeRhino for all kinds of mischiefs. He plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers. Everyone's welcome. If you haven't already, please give this wonderful human a follow, and if you can afford a sub over on Twitch. I saw you had a big sort of crowd of people in. Was it yesterday or today? 100 and something.
Pretty much every day for the last few days. The
awesome.
Numbers have been anywhere between 50 and 250.
That's pretty cool.
Celebrity.
Nice. Are you? Do you think that you'll be able to sort of move towards partner with those numbers, or?
Well, today obviously it was only a shorter stream today because I wanted to be here for the game. But yeah, yesterday I was hitting above partner numbers. So hopefully, if everything keeps going, then why not? Deadly.
And hopefully, if you're close, then we'll. I'm sure we can rally the TTRPG crowd around you. Maybe get a few days where we can get the Irish scene in as well. Just to give you that push.
Literally just the views. That's the only thing I need.
Brilliant. Welcome along, Zool44. Howdy, I am new here. You're very welcome in. There is no chat, only Zool. So you're very welcome along. Cool. So yeah, and we have. I think we were talking about. Does the GM have a regular and slow? In the slow mode also. I do not have a slow mode. Well, I do usually at like 7 in the morning when I'm hungover. That's my slow mode. But Ryan, we must get me on your stream for Phasma before Halloween. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely, we definitely.
So I can wear a I'll bring a nappy just in case I shit my drawers. But yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that off stream. Cool, thanks, Ryan. So. Now, as you may have noticed, we've already hit September. We're nearly out of September with that. So you've only a little bit of time left for September. Almost long you can save on subs. So there's no better time than now to renew that sub or gift subs to folk you think will enjoy this channel. Twitch are offering a crazy amount of percentage off: 25% off 1 month subs and 3 month subs, and 30% off 6 month subs. Ryan, you've got all the rest of the deets. What are they?
Well, specifically today, for every 5 gifted sub. Twitch will actually give subs as well, and there have been varying numbers of gifted subs. I saw one earlier, 5 was gifted and they gifted 2. I have also heard of someone gifting 5 subs, and Twitch giving 27 subs.
Oh wow, okay, so when you gift a sub, that means you're gifting a subscription. You don't have a guy in a full leather suit with a ball gag show up to your mouth. or at your door.
If you're into that, then maybe it could be right.
Cannot
Okay,
be
cool.
confirmed, cannot be denied.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. I think we should leave that one there, and we'll have a quick look at what's coming up over the next 7 days in the Emerald Collective. Then shall be on Tuesday. Our GM Carrick, who's right up there in the top right, who is playing Ren tonight with 3 boons. I must get rid of them. You're running Arcane Adventures in Andromeda, so having battled some innocent goblins, our party encountered Tharkin and his squad of Raven-eyed paladins. That's a good name. Joining them on their travels, our crew arrived in Novus, meeting Garsh, their employer. Gosh, Dan. Just what is going on over in the Verthorn Valley? What is going on over in the Verthorn Valley?
Well, Kate stopped listening for a few seconds, but it seems... Well, no, they've passed it. Well, one of them passed a check and I said it live on stream. It seems like there may be potentially a demon trying to force its way into the material plane and through there. And it's having some weird effects on the locals.
Okay, that's good to know.
The paladins may or may not be there to exterminate us. Those locals.
Nice. This will be episode 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Cool. Looking forward to that. So I'm back on Thursday with the Rebirth of the Graven King. Rebirth of the Graven King continues on Thursday, like I just said. And with Kethra still severely affected by the water trap in Shazathar's entrance halls, the party have entered the dungeon proper. Negotiating a fiendish series of hallway traps, the party emerged, a little bruised and battered, into the first room on Shazathar's dungeon, constructed for him by Wraithwell's Dungeons Designs, seemingly hundreds of years ago. Now they stand face to face with a spectral entity known only as the Shopkeeper. What is his place in this death trap dungeon, and how long will Andira stay her hand with a spectre standing before her? There's only one way to find out. Tune in Thursday. I don't think we have anything on the Friday, but on it's not this Sunday, is it? It's in the following. Anyway, it doesn't matter. On October 6th, the Emerald Collective will be turning 1. Can you believe it? We will be 1 year old, or young, depending. I think we've done a lot in a year. We've continued some amazing stories. We've started some new ones. We've had ups and downs, and we've built a fantastic community, I think. So I'm excited to see where year 2 goes. But we are going to be having a week of just silliness and crack and streams after from the 6th onwards. So do stay tuned to our socials. Our good friend Freya Ravenpride is she's cooking up some fun things. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm excited to see what we do. But yeah, I can't believe we're turning 1. It seems like no time, and it seems like an eternity as well. So yeah, there'll be more on that in the next few days. I'd also like now to thank It's a Map for stepping up to the Technomancer role for the Emerald Collective. Kate will be taking most of her streams going forward, bar Airs at hand, which will be helmed by creator and GM at the same time, Craig, who is nailing it over on that stream and managing to expertly keep several plates spinning at once. Far better man than me. I tried it once and I said I could not do that. We love you, Craig. If you'd like to show your appreciation to our new digital demigoddess back there, please scroll down the page and hit that Tip the Technomancer button and throw Kate a few gold pieces. As if she wasn't doing enough for the Emerald Collective, Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you see in the Sopherone Saga, and you can find her on the socials as @itsamap_IRE. What are all of the coloured circles in the map? Are there? That's. This is where we left off last stream, yes, Sul, and they are. It's dynamic lighting, so it's just sort of showing the parts of the trees that the tokens can't see through. So if I were to disengage dynamic lighting, you would see.
No, it's the luminescent mushrooms in the Underdark.
Yeah, I'll turn off the dynamic lighting on this map, and you can see it should pop off there now, and you should be able to see everything. So Roll20 basically shows the players what they can see and what they can't see based on where they move their tokens, and it shows up as black marks just so they can't see what's there. It stops people metagaming, but also makes it more immersive as well. So tip the Technomancer button and so she's also responsible, yes, all the many amazing maps you see in the Sopherone Saga. And you can find her on all the socials at It's a Map IRE. Commissions are currently open, so get over there and ask her to make some maps for you. All the music I use in the Sopherone Saga, including this fucking amazingly zen spa treatment music, is available courtesy of Tabletop Audio. You can find out about all. Oh my god, I'm talking too fast. You can find out all about them over on their website or in the jukebox on Roll20. Fuck my life. Now let's meet our wonderful players. Shall we start off with tonight? Well, Fiona's on here. She's in Lake Garda. I have reason to believe that she's actually bought a speedboat, and she's become the first pirate of Lake Garda. So she's holding people up she's the captain now. Stephen, let's start with you.
Absolutely. I'm Stephen, your paladin pal here, we're on Twitch and on the Emerald Collective Discord. This evening I'm playing Oryxium Grim, the full human half brother of Mazzello. And he is the repentant sinner. For those of you new at us, that means he is a filthy multi-class of paladin and warlock. Yep.
All right, thanks very much, Stephen. Where's my list? Let's go with Ryan next. Ryan, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and who you're playing.
So, hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as a lot of you probably know by now. And when I'm not here, I'm also over on twitch.tv/FlyingOrc, where I play an incredible rogue by the name of Amagiana. That's on Wednesdays. And the rest of the week, you'll find me over on my own channel at twitch.tv/Deranged Rhino, where I play a multitude of different things. But for this evening, and part of this wonderful game, I am playing Mazzello Grimm, the other half of the Brothers Grimm. He is a half-elf cleric of the Lord, the one, the true, the only, Lord Bahamut. And he's just down here taking names and kicking ass with his brother.
Not in that necessarily in that order. Welcome in, Mrs. Atoichi, and so I've got Mrs. Atoichi and Big Ricky MCC, who are two of my good friends from work. You're very welcome in, and it's good to see you here. Thank you, Ryan. Johnny, let's go you next.
Johnny has dropped out. He said in the Discord his ISP keeps cutting out on him.
No worries. Let's move on very quick. Someone cast banishment on Johnny. I'd like to know how many channel points that cost you. Let's go with Carrig next.
Hey guys, I'm Carrig. As Dave mentioned earlier, I'm the stream DM here for Arcane Adventures Andromedas, formerly Curse of Strahd, which has ended, and yeah. Moving on to that, I'm playing Ren tonight, who is our kind of resident pyromaniac of the party. He's a transmutation wizard who specializes in usually making poor life choices, to put it simply. And currently he is really getting sick of seeing the same shit over and over again in the Underdark.
The Underdark's great crack. Cool, a bit of thanks. Carrig, last but not least, we've got Joe. Joe, tell us a little bit about you, your maybe two of your hobbies, and who you're playing.
My name is Joe. I am playing Robert. He is a human rogue, ex-military scout, but now fuck it with the rest of this party, I guess. He likes writing interesting books. Interesting being the key word, and yeah, he likes drawing. Interestingly enough, me and Robert do share a hobby. I also like drawing. I like drawing, and what else?
What else? Other possible hobbies could you have?
I mean, I guess whittling's kind of nice.
Whittling is good, yeah. If you're into music and you were popular in the 80s, then you would be whittling Houston. But anyway,
before I forgot,
everyone takes 5 points of psychic damage. Carrig is right in the chat. He's not told you because he's too modest, but he rides a motorcycle. And rock climbs. Okay, let's do a quick recap then, shall we? Before we dive into tonight's episode 65 of the Sopherone Saga. Arriving into the winter city of Artax from the small town of Templetown, our heroes were secure in the knowledge that they'd beaten the nefarious agent of the Crown Valder to an artifact of great power in the temple high above the town and hidden it in the astral plane. This artifact, however, began communicating with the party's wizard Ren, played by Carrig, promising great power if he would only travel to an area high in the mountains above Artax and recover another artifact, similar to the first. Accepting the deal, there are the fucking keywords there, accepting the deal and receiving a small amount of power as a reward, shitty cantrip. Ren had second thoughts and a while later reneged on the deal, thus angering the entity greatly. Meanwhile, Valder arrived in Artax with the necessary paperwork for the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, the same temple of the two party members of Brothers Grimm, to reapply for permission to operate in Sopherone under the King's good grace. Surely a punishment and a show of power designed to put the party in their place, and put you in your place, it did. In an effort to keep them out of trouble, the temple sent them to recover a missing shipment of adamantium, and the temple guards, sorry, I should change it around, to recover missing temple guards and a shipment of adamantium that was supposedly being escorted by the temple guards. On their way to the mines, high in the vertex crux, the party, however, spied thick plumes of black smoke across the jagged peaks of the mountains that could only be coming from an utterly destroyed temple town, surely an act of vengeance on Valor's behalf. Fuck the king, says Stephen. Oh, if you're caught with that on you, it's going to be summary execution. Oh my god, it's a rebellion. It's a full-scale rebellion. After learning that the Temple Guard had been stunned into submissiveness and abducted by a group of mind flayers, the party set off into the adamantine mines in hot pursuit, eventually finding their way into the Underdark after several days and days of travelling. But the Underdark is no joke. Battling bullets, greater ropers, drow scouting parties, and even the vengeful imp that used to take residence in the carved witch's house of horrors, the party stumbled upon body of a fallen paladin, carrying details of the possible resting place of a holy avenger longsword. But the journey must continue, and the Underdark is a very, very dangerous place. So, how badly will the party's first impression with the Deep Gnomes be? Why hasn't Ren heard anything from the being of power that he broke his deal with? And how many more summary executions will Eryxium perform before the end of the campaign? I think we need to keep a count. There's only one way to find out that, though. Let's play some fucking D&D, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. So, as you stand in this massive cavern, the rush of the water heading from south to north, blood just pooled everywhere and spotted all over your bodies. Eryxium having just beheaded Darak's zombie. You can see now that the Deep Gnomes down here are all struggling and looking very worried. Robert standing over them with his silver dagger of returning and thieves' tools. The bodies of the fallen drow of House Zastas are bleeding out. You can see it's kind of a steam rising from them. The remains of the Yochlol that was summoned are no longer there. And as you look around, you feel your breath beginning to return to you now. What would you like to do?
I would like to let my breath continue to return to me, as I will take a second wind.
Oh, nice. Okay. So for those who don't know D&D rules, what's second wind do for you?
It's 1d10 plus my fighter level. Healing.
Nice. And that's a that's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yes,
Nice.
I am
We're
a
at a
level 1
Oh,
fighter,
nice. That's
so
8
hit
hit points.
points.
Lovely,
Yay.
lovely. Yeah, so Robert, you just kind of stand there and catch your breath and maybe just hold one of the wounds closed in your arms. These Deep Gnomes are sort of looking around now. Does anyone, Ren, you can understand them because you've got a helm of, what is it, a helm of Comprehend Languages? I'm Robert. Are you? This one is released, and he kind of stands up and he moves towards Ren. He's like, "Oh, thanks for rescuing us, lad. Thanks so much for rescuing us." And he's a small little guy now. He's this size of a gnome, but he's got this kind of ashen grey countenance or pallor to him, and he looks fairly badly beaten. They're all fairly low in hit points. This guy especially, as I think he took a poison dart to the face as a show of power from one of the dark elves, just to see just to take the measure of you, really, see if you would go and help him or continue the fight. And he gets down on 2 knees and says, "Spare me life, please, spare me life."
I don't speak Gnomish, so despite understanding him, Ren's just gonna nod and be like, thumbs up.
Okay, cool. So you're giving the thumbs up. Hopefully, in Gnomish culture, that doesn't mean I'm about to kill you.
And then suddenly he just goes and turns it upside down.
We might roll a dice for that. Do you want to roll a luck check there? On odds, it's this is a bad hand signal for Deep Gnomes. On evens, it's a good hand signal.
Does anyone in the party speak Gnomish?
Would be undercommon or Gnomish. I think he can speak.
That's a 3.
That's odds I said that's good, didn't I? I said it was bad. Yeah, okay, that's good. He kind of looks at you and returns the thing, and he starts polishing your shoes. Thanks, master. I've changed my voice. Thanks a million now. Oh, jeez, you're great. You're fit.
As soon as he gets down, Ren just takes a step back.
He kind of follows along with this little brush he has. Oh, Jenny. Oh, my goodness. Thanks very much for the follow.
They're magic.
I actually speak Undercommon.
Okay. Robert, you can see this guy is sort of chasing Ren around now on his hands and knees with a brush, trying to don't do the actions. With a brush, and he's looking to.
The worst part is Ren's boots are magic; they don't get dirty.
He doesn't know that. Robert, the other 3 are looking at you and going, "Oh, don't. There's sorry, I must. There's what look like two male and one female, but it's impossible to tell how they identify. So you can look at them there, and they're like, "Oh, are you going to kill us?"
Should I?
This other one stands up and kind of moves in between. He's slightly bigger, kind of built. He goes, "I'll die. I'll die before he lets you kill them."
Then I won't kill them.
While that's all happening,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, with Orixia, I'm gonna drag this body like round and back towards everyone else.
So if you recall, there are no arms above the shoulder and the head is missing from
I'll take one
Orixium.
piece. You can take the
Orixium
other.
decapitating the prisoner while he was in a stance of submission and surrender. So its arms were behind his head, and Orixium just the blade just cut through, severing the top and the head as well. So
May he rest in pieces.
yeah, I come in peace. Okay, cool. So
The table certainly did not come in peace.
rightio, so you're going to move around there. These guys see Mazzellu now, kind of strolling around. I'm going to shift to see Mazzellu so we all know what Mazzellu looks like. He's the other half of the Brothers Grimm, and she's just dragging this poor unfortunate drow by the feet, or by one boot, and he lands there. I'm going to move up to Dark. Scales is up just staring at the water and having the crack by himself there. Sorry, Derek is not with us at the moment, so I'll just move Derek there. Ren, do you have access to Derek's sheet?
I don't believe I have Darks. I've have scales.
I have Derek. I can do.
Oh,
that.
dear, great, thanks.
I have
William.
scales.
Okay, cool. Rightio, so you've got the three deep gnomes kind of standing there, and they're all sort of in various states of terror, fear, and defiance. So what would you guys like to do?
I want to start rifling through pockets of these dead drow.
So somebody redeemed a boon. Who's that for?
I'm assuming Ryan.
Oh, I'll go give it to
The
Ryan.
Wizard of Rust. Lovely. Okay, cool. So you get a boon. Thank you very much for the boon.
Thank you.
In case you didn't know, to our new arrivals, you can use a channel point to offer a boon. You can see those in the little shields there. Offer a boon to our players and me. Don't forget me, because I currently have 0. It's 3,000 channel points, and people can use they can spend their boon to roll a d4. Add it. It's like a bless. Add it to roll of d20 for save and throw, for an attack roll, or an ability check. So not a death save. So that's how we use channel points here. Dave has 0 boons. You're damn right, my friend. So somebody sort
That way.
Okay, moving on. So back to it again. As we move in here, so this one is kind of standing up now, and you can see he's kind of older, a few more scars and the like, and he kind of looks around and goes, "Who's the leader here?"
It's more of a democracy. We don't really have a set leader. He doesn't understand what I'm saying though, but I do.
Speaking common, was he?
He's speaking Undercommon.
Yeah, I can understand because the helm, but he doesn't really get what I'm saying. I'm assuming.
Ren
I
is
can
just like
speak
speaking
in-
extra loudly in the hopes that this guy will. Do you understand?
Nah, don't put that on me. I'm not that kind of guy.
So
yeah.
So I'll look at the party and eventually figure that none of them can really speak Undercommon. So I will speak up and say, we don't have a leader, but I suppose I'll speak on the party's behalf, or translate at least.
Who are ye then? Are ye a new force down here in the Underdark? Are ye here to challenge House Aztas and the other denizens of the deep? Where'd you come from?
We came from above.
Behind. Yeah. Right, above, like the surface.
All the way. Yeah. Top level.
What's it like up there? I heard the tales, but I never met anyone from the surface. Is it true?
It's
there's
open.
There's no roof. There's no ceiling. There's nothing above your head. You can fall up.
Only things of a metaphorical sense.
I don't know what you mean by
Clouds.
that. But clouds. What are clouds? I've never seen
Kind of
clouds
like,
in my life.
kind of like when you get together in a really tight cave with a bunch of people and they start getting sweaty and the sweat goes up and sits against the roof. But instead of sitting against the roof, it sits against a invisible ceiling very far up and then condenses into a lot of water and then
See,
comes
sounds
down.
like the thing. Yeah, we tend to do that twice a year in a very small cave with a bard. But we'll talk about that later. Now, are we free to go? Because that lad now will be back with the rest of them from House Tas in about fucking 2 hours. So I want to be far from here.
I think it's okay to say that you're free to go as long as you don't, bring all of the Underdark down on us. Tell them where we are.
Oh, we've known. Look, the enemy of my enemy and all that. You're after them whooping their House Tas scouting party there. So I tell you what, you're all right in our book. Just don't be coming to our village and trying to take our mushrooms and shit like that, you know.
Sure. Don't be taking our clouds.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I can't see us getting up to the surface anytime soon. No, but right. So,
You
right,
just go
lads.
up.
Right, lads. Yep.
Do they know anything about the people that attacked us?
Oh, I know. So, and they see him edging away, and they look
Do
at
you guys know
Adarixium.
anything about the people who attack us? By the way, sorry, I forgot
We
I was
do.
translating.
We do, yeah.
Anything we should know?
Yep.
Do you want to tell us, please?
I suppose we owe you.
Would be nice.
House Tas. What you ran into there was a scouting party. You don't want to meet a war party. Equipped with 5 or 6 driders. It's a mix between a man and a spider. But, well, an elf and a dark elf and a spider. Only reserved for the males. Punishment for the worst of the males. Now,
I will relay this
Yeah,
to the rest of the party.
I'd say they'll be back here at the war party in about 2 hours. And you kind of go back and forth between him and yourself and work out sort of what one of his hours is and one of your hours is until you settle on a common sort of measure of time. And he kind of looks around and he goes, I'd say a war party will wipe you out in about 2 minutes. So you should get the fuck out of here now. Where are you going?
Where are we going?
We're following.
Brilliant.
Ran can understand what's being said, but he can't speak back. So he'll say to Robert that we're still tracking the obviously the paladins and the mind flayers, but he'll say that in common specifically so that we don't mention.
Yeah, I'll
mind flayers.
say we're tracking some mind flayers that have been taking some people through here. They took some of ours, and we want them back.
Mind flayers. Illithids, you mean?
No,
Right.
it could be tentacle boys.
You're going the right way, but actually, and he kind of looks over and he goes, this guy here looks, no, that wasn't him. This guy here looks over and he goes, look, do you see there? Look, come here to me now. Come here. He points down and he goes, you can see the tracks there now. They're dragging a fair few of them along, and yeah, 2 of them there are unconscious now, so they're being dragged. The rest of them are shuffling along, manacled to the hands and the feet. Yep, so they're not in a good way. I don't think you're going to find much when you get there. I'd say if you want to get there now, another 5 days travel. No, you're going to go through some fairly tough areas there now, but there is another way, but it's not open right now. I can't. The old power structure in my village is kind of changing, so I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think you'd be welcome right now, but on the way back, maybe we could help you.
That would be appreciated.
Robert,
is
ask
there
him if he can
anything-
draw a map.
Is there anything else
Holy shit! What's going on here? Thank you very much for 1, 2. Holy shit! How many fucking gifted subs is that?
Twitch added 2 to 5?
Five
There's
gifted subs.
There's 5 gifted subs from an anonymous gifter,
Thank
and
you very
then
much.
Twitch gifted an extra gift sub and a
Holy
bonus.
shit. Thank you very much to everyone who is gifting us subs and stuff like that. We appreciate you all and we love you all. So I think that gives everyone a point of inspiration. And it gives me a point of inspiration, which is... Oh, no, it doesn't. That's 6 for 6. So everyone gets a point of inspiration except for me, and I'm happy.
Is it not 5 gift subs, like, for everyone on stream anyways?
I'm sorry, what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and there's 2 extras. So
Oh, 2 extra, grand. So I'll take one. Cool. So moving on. Yeah, he kind of looks at you and he says, so you're asking him to draw a map, is that right?
Randall suggested Robert to ask.
I was actually asking him, is there anything you guys need in your village to help maybe smooth the deal of getting us where we want to go?
Well, this Drow would be great if you see anyone from House as tasked, you could wipe them out for us. Or, alternatively, you could engage in some sort of diplomacy and ask them never to village never to pillage our village again. Pillage my own village, never to the house. But anyway, and so that'd be great. Yeah, one or the other would be great, just as long as they don't become around the village anymore and tearing it apart and taking us as slaves. Sometimes they feed us to their rothe. They're like cattle. They're trying to develop a taste for meat in them. Currently, they just eat fungus and lichen.
That's bizarre, but
they're a nasty crowd, so they are.
Yeah, seems like.
No, we got late. But I tell you what, you see us again, say hi.
Sure. And Robert will try to remember how to distinguish between who's who.
And they do tend to sort of disappear. They scuttle down the corridor, and they are they're silent and they are very, very stealthy. The last you see of them is them running out the corridor. Again, this cavern is lit by this bioluminescence that comes off the trees. The roar of the water going from south to north is almost deafening. As you look down, you can see your boots are slick with dark elf blood now in the ground. You can see these shift pain. You can see these mushrooms now, or what look like mushrooms, but are actually a series of tentacles that like kind of curl up and form the shape of mushrooms. They're out flat and they're sort of stretched towards any pools of blood that may be on the ground, and you can see they're kind of. These long tentacles are doing this kind of sucking motion, almost like they're sucking in the air in the hopes of drawing the blood in the ground towards them. Same with these ones here, and same with the ones up here at the top here. And they've now reached out and grabbed the remains of this drow, and they are sort of. Do you want to contest that?
Yeah, me and Ryan me and Mazellu were dragging the 3 bits of him.
Oh, okay. I'm happy to say you still have them then, Grande. You didn't leave them unattended. That's fine. So moving on to Rixium and Mazellu, you now have a decapitated drow, decapitated and limbless drow. So he is quite literally armless. So as you stand there and look at him, what would you like to do?
So as Ren was saying, definitely check over the bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so each drow is carrying a rapier. Well, that drow is carrying a rapier, a short sword, and a hand crossbow. Would you like to roll me 2d10 to tell me how many poison darts are in the crossbow? Oh, sorry, in the little pouch.
I'll let you do it, Carrick. You asked first.
Yep. I will also be suggesting that once we pillage them, start chucking them to the mushrooms or into the river to get rid of the evidence.
Nice,
Throw the bodies in, the weapons we'll throw into the river.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the weapons.
Okay, so what you get? You got 13. So you have a
13.
hand crossbow with 13 of these darts. They are poisoned. I will drop in the deets here.
I will
would
hand that
suggest
off
that you
to
copy and
Robert.
paste them. No problem.
Robert will lock and load.
Here are the deets with the hand crossbow. So I'm going to
Whatever.
paste that in. So it is a 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. Range is 30 regular and 120 long range. The target must succeed in a DC con saving throw. Will be poisoned for 1 hour. Saving throw fails by 5 or more. The target is also unconscious. While poisoned in this way, the target wakes up if it takes damage or if another creature takes an action to shake it away. What is going on? We have a hype train. Thank you very much for the hype train, everyone. We've got, what is it? Hype train level 3. Oh, no, we don't. Is it? Hype
Yeah,
train
hit
complete
3.
level?
Yeah.
Holy shit, lads. Thank you very much, guys. We
Yeah.
really appreciate you. So yeah, you have those. If there are any other dark elves lying around the place, I didn't delete them. Did they? I did. Oh, here we go. There's a couple here.
The only one we've gotten rid of is the
one that went down the river.
which-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the bastards.
And the other one. Okay, so searching this
And I
one
made
round that
fun of
you're
fireballs.
beside. That's a Drow soldier. It also has a hand crossbow, a short sword, and a rapier. If you would like to roll 2d10, you can find out how many of those bolts it has.
Okay.
12. So it's 25 total. They'll also be
12, yeah.
hands
So
off
somebody
Robert.
keep track of that because I am not keeping track of that. So moving on to, sorry, we did this one here. So let's do this one here.
Mhm.
That's the Drow, the Lol Sting Drow. Again, short sword and a hand crossbow. You can roll 2d8 for this hand crossbow. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You can roll 2d8 for that because this person had less. 11. That's fine.
36 so far.
Cool. They are all wearing. What are they all wearing? Leather armor. which
Does
keeps-
the short sword look in any way magical?
It is not magical, no, unfortunately. This one up here, let's see what this one had.
Mhm.
There's a Drow soldier, same again. You can roll 2d10 for the hand crossbow.
With me helping and trying to do this, I'm specifically looking for any bit of paperwork that says orders or map or
No worries.
signifiers or anything like that.
We'll do
There are
an
12, so
investigation
that should
check in 1
be
second.
48 darts.
That's fine. And then the other one up the top here, you can roll again for this one. And again, there is leather armor if you want it.
What do I have?
Leather armor?
That's another 12, so that is
Okay, so
60.
you have fucking poison darts coming out the wazoo right now. Lumbering Paddy is gifting a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Paddy.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
So you can give that inspo to
So
anything
it's
you like.
47 poison darts?
47
60.
poison darts. 60. Okay, lovely. And they
And
will only
then-
work with those particular hand crossbows, by the way.
I will then check out the priestess or whatever clericy kind of one that was summoning demons.
Oh, this one here. Oh, lovely. Okay.
Priestess of love.
The
The one that was a
priestess of
zombie,
love.
so like.
Yep.
if
What you
have to
do
put it down,
find
I'll put it
is
down.
a spell focus,
Spell focus. Okay.
which is it's an amulet in the shape of an obsidian spider. You can see she's wearing some very, very heavy robes, and they are a dark purple and black. They do have this sort of silver thread, and they're in this kind of web pattern all over the robes. And that is all she's currently carrying. She does have a stick that she seemed to be sort of not so much leaning on, but just clacking loudly as she walked along.
Can I drop a first level slot and do a detect magic?
You certainly can, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to scan over the robes and stuff there and see if there's anything.
The robes are robes of protection +1.
Ren will take those.
Okay, are you gonna
Body.
throw them on?
No, he's not going to put them on immediately, but he's definitely going to take them back
They
home.
definitely do have they definitely do have sort of very, very bad guy vibes to them. But I mean, that's just the look. Like you might look like a badass, Ren. You never know. We'll have to get some new art done for your token.
In fairness,
be-
Rin's a bad guy vibe.
Fuck you. It says the one collecting evil artifacts.
You've sold your soul to 4 different entities.
Shh. You sold your soul to the worst entity.
Yeah, once.
Oh, that's all it takes, buddy.
No, but she got 9 fucking heads. 9 times. as far as
You
I'm
only did it
concerned.
once. Cool. So that is all you guys find.
Once, dude. Come on.
Is the staff anything magical?
The staff is just a stick, and it looks like a pretty cool stick. If there were
Everyone's taking a stick.
if there were a Stick Nation social media page, I think she would probably be doing that. It looks like she just found it.
It just kind of looks like it's a staff. It looks like a wizard staff, but isn't really.
Yeah, it's kind of knobbly. It has two bits poking out on the side. You could probably make a little sort of hoop pack out of it, or a kind of a sling.
Yeah, Ren will take that for now. Just
Okay.
walking stick would be handy.
No worries, yeah.
If you make sure it's smoothed off, you could probably sell it on OnlyClans.
Hey.
No, Ren will
Yeah,
definitely. He'll keep the robes for now. He might see if he can eventually, at some stage, get them repurposed
Alright,
to look a bit
okay.
different. Keep the spell.
Yeah, cool. So what's the plan? Are you gonna long rest here for more than 2
Definitely
hours? No? Okay, excellent. So I'm happy to say you guys can head on if you want to head on, or if there's anything else you want to do here, feel free. The floor is yours.
I would like to dispose of the bodies by feeding them to the mushrooms or dumping in the river.
The mushrooms that are not mushrooms are they're delighted to receive these sacrifices, offerings is the word I was groping for. Thank you, Stephen. They are delighted to receive these offerings, and you can see that one of its tentacles actually reaches out towards your hand, Ren.
I completely back away from that. I'm not getting near that.
Okay, no worries. I had to ask.
I'm not making deals with Mushroom. Fuck that.
Thanks for the boon, Erixium. For Erixium, Lumbering Paddy, thank you very much. So yes, you have successfully gotten rid of all the bodies. I'm going to remove those tokens now, so they are gone. There is no more evidence.
I would also like to prestidigitate the dirt.
Say again, Carrie?
I would also like to prestidigitate the blood, if possible, to get
You can certainly do that. It will take about half an hour to walk around and prestidigitate all of the blood. There's a shit.
I won't get rid of all of it, but I'll get rid of like in the like more obvious areas.
Okay, no problem. You can do
While
that.
he's doing that, can we take a short rest then?
You can take half a short rest. So, hey, hello, Zig Sol. You're a little late here. Sorry. Let's go, Rhino. Holy shit! Everyone's here to see you, Rhino. This is awesome.
I've got some incredible people around me that are coming to watch us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys. We appreciate you. Okay, so so it will take about half an hour. You can gamble and maybe go for a short rest for an hour if you wish. And that will give you about an hour before you think the Drow War Party will return.
I think we need to get the fuck out of here before we rest.
It's your call. Oh, let's get rid of this one.
Why don't we set a trap?
The War Party could have 6 Driders.
You say you're not man enough?
I'm saying I'm willing to take the fight, but like I don't think we're in a position to take a fight that's a war party. These scouts gave us a decent amount of trouble. They were summoning demons.
We're not tripping balls yet, no.
Your dome thing, you can make it look any color, right?
I can make it blend in, sort of, but they'll still see it if it's there. Like, the same thing will happen in the sewers. They'll just surround us and wait.
Yes, and we keep
We'll be fully healed up, but but that was... No offense, Robert, but that was the chain, not a fucking Drow army.
Well,
and also we have Robert to talk those guys down, so...
We're going the way that they're coming.
Yeah, but there might be a side passage we can look down. Or we could head back away and then come back down here. But I don't think we should be here when they get here.
Hard to know how long it's going to be until you hit that side passage, if indeed there is one. So it is your call. You can
I could cast a rope trick and pull us up into an extra dimensional space for an hour.
Can I get just give me a flat intelligence check there, Ren.
Okay. That's int. Roll 20. Why did he knock my sheet away? I'm pretty good at these.
You should be. Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah, why would you say that? No,
I always say that, buddy. I always say that.
Yeah, and then usually when you say it, I do.
Yeah.
That's why he says it.
Not 1.
That's a 22. You know how attuned Drow and Dark Elves are to magic. It's a part of who they are, and it's part of what makes them up. You are confident they would probably spot some traces of your rope trick.
Yeah. So no matter what we do, and I will relay that, no matter what we do, the Drow are probably going to see any magical effect I leave here. That's why I'm cleaning up as much blood as I can, because give them less thing to track with. But we need to get out of here.
If we rest, get ourselves back up together, and
yeah, but for all we know, they'll have a spellcaster that can dispel the dome and attack us while we're resting.
I don't mean a full rest. I mean just enough to recover some wounds.
I don't think it's a good idea, Mazzello.
If you want to take a short rest, I will allow the following mechanic. If you don't take a short rest, you will probably arrive at a fork in the road before the Drow War Party get to that fork in the road. If you do take a short rest, we can roll a party luck check, and if you are successful in the luck check, you will just about beat them before they arrive.
I think our best bet is to get out of here as fast as we can.
But you will be facing a full-on, hard-ass Drow House as Task war party. What you fought here was a scouting party.
And they fucked us up.
What do you reckon? Double time forward and try and miss them before they get to a point where we can't get past? Or...
That's exactly what I think. Look, I'm all for taking risks. You've fucking seen it, but we don't know what we're dealing with down here.
What about everyone else?
As a ex-scout, I can tell you, being part of a scouting party, I've been part of a scouting party. I've seen many war parties and did a very good job of avoiding them. And I think Ren is in the right. We should probably not go to the war party.
You would also know, Joe, that the scouting parties, I mean, for various reasons, scouting parties are a very tight-knit group because oftentimes they are behind enemy lines, as you've written, and they are a family, and if one of them escaped, you can be damn sure that this person has a serious vendetta now on your party.
And I will also raise that point then, in that regard, but, we did.
Well, that would be
away.
Joe's point to... Sorry, that would be Robert's point to raise.
I was going to say, I'll also raise the point that one got away, because Ren knows that. They shot Ren in the ass as they did.
Yeah, the one that got away is definitely coming back in a not so nice way.
Vendetta against Eurixium.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty much... I used a lot of magical power in that fight. Like, I don't think even arrest them do much good for me.
Okay.
While these have been discussing, stealing, discussing, doing whatever, Eurixium has been sitting in silence and casting Prayer of Healing. So
Okay,
everyone
nice.
gets 14 points.
Oh, nice.
Description. Nice. Okay, lovely stuff. What does that prayer of healing sound like or look like?
Him just silently, like, sitting in a meditation pose, and then there's a burst of radiance.
I assume you're going to move into the middle, so you can catch them all.
Yeah.
With 30-foot range. That's cool. Yeah, no problem. Cast it on
something
10
we
minutes.
gather to discuss.
Yeah. So you cast and that sounds cool. Everyone gets 14 points healing. That's definitely going to help.
And when I get that feeling, I need a prayer of healing.
Eurixium's healing.
Okay, cool. Are we out of here? Does somebody want to bring the torch? I don't know because it's been with us on all of our other adventures. Okay, cool. So I'm going to copy you guys, and I'm going to say, so you move down here, and you head out. The exit here to this chamber goes down, and it goes down at a very, very steep angle, a lot steeper than you've been traveling previously.
That's why I took the stick.
There's a heat that begins to creep up on you. The air gets very, very, very thick and stifling. There is not as much bioluminescence on these walls, and anyone who does not have dark vision, you find yourself sort of tripping over rocks and bumping into the people that do have dark vision as the air gets harder and harder to breathe as you go down and down and down. You find yourself sweat running down your brow now, and you travel for maybe an hour and 10 minutes, and it's at this point you find there is a fork in the road. The passageway itself is quite tight at this point. Mazzello, you in your armor, and Darek in your armor, you're going to be scraping a bit of the way through this, but you can make it through without taking off your armor. But you're going to have to figure out which way to go. Are you going to head? Are you going to take the left fork or the right fork?
Mazzello, you don't have that one of those spells for asking him for guidance, do you? Was it Augury or something like that?
What check would it be to see if I can track the way to go?
It would be survival.
Survival.
Welcome along, Fire Hubby.
Strangely, my survival is not that good. My investigation
I
is
have a
great.
decent survival.
Mine is only +2.
Well, if you would like to try and see which way a pickle fork, a salad fork, a dinner fork. Indeed. I could see you in, Ravens Ranger. So if you want to try and figure out which way the Mind Flayers went with the captives that you're trying to find and rescue, then you can certainly roll a survival check.
I have a +5 to survival if Robert wants to help Ren with that. Ren has shown he can track.
You can only give the help action if you're proficient in this game.
I'm not proficient in survival.
Anyone else proficient in survival?
I'm fantastic at observing.
Scales is, but it's a +4, so Ren is slightly better.
Well, that's fine. Scales can give you the help action then. If you'd like to
Yeah.
roll your survival check with advantage. Let's see what you get.
Can I try
Scales
to?
points at the tracks and says, "Ooh, this one only has 4 toes."
That's a 16. And I'll throw a boon on that just to be extra safe.
Did you get guidance?
No, I have a boon.
Okay, all right, 17.
Let's
17.
use guidance.
That's too late now. So 17. As you look down, you can see there are quite a few. Yes, roll 20. We're using roll 20 at the moment. You can, as you look down, there are quite a number of tracks. Ren, now that the Deep Gnomes have scuttled through here, and it's at this point you're kind of wondering. You feel your stomach sink a little bit as you're like, I don't know if I can fucking tell these things apart. You look down, and with Scales' help, Scales actually just draws your attention over to some pink shiny rocks, and he's like, ooh, look at that, it's colourful. And you kind of look over and you do see further on the left passage what looks like a royal blue piece of cloth that is torn off. It looks like probably one of the robes of the temple guard, and it's heading on down the left fork.
I look at Zello as a cloak as well, right?
That's a what?
Does Zello have a cloak?
No.
No, okay. Well, Ren will hold it up to Mazelle and Erixium and be like, seem familiar to you guys?
Is it actually familiar to us? Like,
It is a temple guard cloak. It's a patch of a temple guard cloak. You can see sort of one line of this silver and platinum inlay that of the design that would have been on the back of it. So it's definitely torn off. Looks like it's been torn. Give me an investigation check.
Can I do that as I'm like?
No, this will be the Brothers Grimm only. If either of you want to roll an investigation check, I'm happy.
Let's do it separately. If we can.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, I've got
16.
16
Not
investigation. That's all right. Plus 0.
7.
A 16. Mazzello, when you look at it, it hasn't been cut. If you can imagine, you've taken the edge of your cloak and you've just torn your fingers through it and ripped it off. So you can see elements where if you've ever gotten a piece of fabric and tried to rip it off with your skin, it stretches first, and the fibers stretch, and then the fingers would have gone through it as the fibers and as the weave weakened, and you can see that's what's happened. Looks like one of the guards has torn off the corner of his cloak and just left it there, and it's on the left fork of this passageway going down. Clearly a sort of a desperate.
Okay, so based on that, where that is, then does it look like it was a scuffle in which it got ripped off, or does it look more like a trap that it's trying to lead us the wrong way?
It looks to you with your 16 investigation that one of the temple guards actually, maybe with a bit of the breeze, caught the corner of his cloak, pulled it off, like tore it off with it by himself, and just attached it to an outcropping of rock to indicate which fork in the road they had taken.
Gotcha, he's helping us. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Hobbit's Isengard drop the brooches moment.
Yeah.
Cool. That's where Ren is going to ask again, as like, seriously, do one of you have like augury or something like that? We need to know whether there's danger, specific dangers down here.
You should be, sorry, we're just getting a question in chat. We can't see what you rolled, right? You should be able to see in the right side of the map there, you should see text, and you should see the rolls there. Oh yeah, okay, you just need to scroll down. You see the chat bar? Can you should be able to scroll down.
6 is the last one.
You should be able to scroll down in the chat bar, and then you should be able to move the map.
7 and 6 is the last one.
Yeah, that's fine, but you should be able to move the map back up without moving the chat back up. So if you right click and grab the map.
I don't know what you're saying. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
What are you asking me to do?
Hang on, one sec.
That's fine. It moved.
Yeah. So basically, in the bottom right-hand side of that center box is where you'll see the rolls that are rolled. The last one was a 7 and 6.
Sorry, just trying to help. Cool. So you guys are see and you look at that. What are you going to do now?
Well, first of all, I'm going to put it in, like I'm just going to tuck it on the inside of my chest plate so that I've got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is definitely the way to go. It was a good find.
It was.
Let's,
So you're going to head that way?
Yeah, the Drow are probably not tangling with the players.
Okay, so heading on down the left fork of this very very tight passageway. Some of you clutching your wounds. Scales is pretty much at half hit points. Mazzello, you are as well. You can feel the fatigue starting to take its toll now as you march forward. This heat getting worse and worse and more unbearable. You can feel the sort of the sweat running down between the shoulder blades behind armor if you're wearing it, and it's almost sort of agonizing with the irritation. Carrie,
Do I
you look like you
smell
really want to
sulfur?
say something.
No, I
No,
would
you
be fairly familiar with this. Okay.
no, you don't. Yeah, so, and as you move on for another 20 minutes, what's everyone's passive perception?
20 something.
20 something.
Mine's 18, and I think
25, 18. With an 18, unfortunately, you're not going to hear this, but a 25, Robert, you do, and Drow are fucking very, very quiet as they move along these passageways that are they're the outskirts of their home. You do hear faint sounds of passing from back the way you came. Luckily, they did not come down this corridor.
While we've been moving as silently as possible, and Orixium sees his brother and Scales both breathing a little heavier, he will take time to heal each of them.
Okay, so you're dropping some
Cure
you're dropping
wounds.
some cure wounds. Okay, no worries. As you scoot on, you do manage to find. Yeah, roll me a luck check. Just let's do a party luck check here. Odds are good, evens are bad. On a d20.
All of us roll, or just okay?
All you guys can roll, and you guys can roll for the characters you're playing. Odds are good, evens are bad. So one bad, one good. Oh, okay, so it's 1, 2. So it's 2 successes versus 2 failures.
Hang on, let me roll for Derek as well.
3 successes versus 2 failures.
Natural 1.
Natural
That's
one is
good.
actually pretty good, yeah. So that's going to count as 2 successes. Okay, so as you move along, it would be Robert who notices this. There is a large crack in the side of this of one of the caverns, corridors or tunnels as you move along, and it looks like you could squeeze in there, and you can see now it does open up into what looks like maybe a 20 by 30 chamber. Low ceiling, but it's a kind of place that you could either get trapped in and murderized, or you could maybe cast some sort of spell to cover your to kind of hide your location, but it does look like an opportune place to long rest.
This could be a great place to put up the dome.
Yeah, Ren is immediately gonna
20 by 30.
Yep, Ren's
Yeah, just
immediately
put the dome in the door to like plug the door.
Yeah, Ren's gonna plug the door, and he's gonna color match the dome to the rocks or surrounding, so it blends.
Okay. All right. So how long does it take you to put up the dome?
10 minutes.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the 10 minutes you have?
I'm happy to take stock of all the quills I have.
Yeah, no problem at all. Oh,
I
that's
think
easy to do.
Orixium has the best dark vision, so he'll probably stand at the entrance and just watch.
The dome will be like we can see out, they can't see in this home, putting it up to the sun.
Yeah, no worries.
It's already
It's
dark
this-
down here.
It's at this point. If Derek were here now, I would have run this by him. Actually, I'll wait. I can run this again when Johnny is here. So yeah, it's a quick 10 minutes. Ren, the dome is up. This entrance is secured unless somebody climbs over. Can they climb over it?
How tall is the entrance?
It's 20 by 30, so 20 wide by 30 high.
They could get over, but they can't get through the other side. So if we're
Okay,
in
no
down,
worries.
we're
That's
in
good to
the dome.
know. So your dome is in place. What would you guys like to do with your long rest? Are you setting guards, watches, or what's the crack?
Ren would like to take a rest with Orixium. At some point.
A rest with Erixium, no problem.
Watch with Orixium.
Yeah, watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. no. You know what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
I did, but we have an audience.
Yeah.
Bound chicken, wow, wow.
It's very- little bit too warm for sharing a body heat.
Yeah,
down
no. Watch for Orixium. Yeah,
No
he'll kind
problem.
of. You'll kind of pull
Welcome
Orixium
to
aside.
Brokeback Deep Cave.
here. Yeah.
Robert immediately starts
Like
scribbling.
the
this.
Underdark. Okay, cool. So Robert, you guys, so it's up to you guys how you want to sort your watches, what you want to do with them. Anyone wants to cast sending spells, now's the time to do it before your spell slots and things recharge. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm happy to take it at any point in the rest. I don't really mind who goes first in that regard, but definitely wants to make sure it's with Rexium because he has schemes.
Okay, I'll definitely take a rest, and I'll say that he's gonna, if there's enough room, you said it's 20 by 30 chamber, so there's a little bit of room outside the back of this.
There is,
actually, within the chamber. So he's gonna go there really quietly and ritually. He's going to cast Commune.
Commune. Okay, would you like to drop that in the chat so our viewers and maybe people who aren't familiar with D&D will see what it does? Do you want to read it out there?
So you contact your deity or a divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends, and you receive a correct answer for each question. So,
divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge, which I mean, I would argue it's not a lot. So would you like this to be headphones off, Ryan, or would you like this to be headphones on?
No, that's fine. So he'll sit there, do his ritual as he usually does, put the circle around and make his marking, sit there. And first question would be, are we on the right path to do what is necessary?
And by what is necessary, you mean find the temple guards and... Or is it yes, so it's that direct and it's that simple a question, you get a very quick response back saying, and it's almost like the ringing of a large metallic bell, and you just hear this, yes.
Is this insurmountable for us?
And again, that tolling of the bell, but it's a deeper sound this time.
And the third question is, are the children here and safe?
You're talking about the children from the orphanage?
As in not here in this room, as in where we're heading to?
They're unsafe, probably.
Unclear.
I'm going to assume that's because my own stupid word and I'm asking.
Yes, that's exactly what it was, unfortunately. There is an answer to one question that is either yes or no, and there is an answer to the other question that is either yes or no, but they are not the same answer.
Gotcha.
Probably
so
yes
unfortunately,
and no.
I can't.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
The stupid thing about this spell is I could keep doing it again and again, but I hate that as a mechanic, so I'm not actually going to do that. I like once a day or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you might get a doo-doo-doo. The deity you are trying to contact is unavailable at this time.
You are number 3,462,000.
Your commune is important to us.
Just a platinum pseudo dragon just appears and goes, "Fuck off, would you?"
If you would like us to call you back and keep your place in the queue,
that's 3.
Press 1.
In my home game, plane shifting is elevator, and it plays elevator music between planes.
That's cool. So Mazzella, that is cool. You've cast that. You've cast that, and you can return to the group or not as you so choose. Is there anything else anyone wants to achieve in this long rest?
Yeah, I want to corner Ericsson for a discussion.
Oh, not for a steamy makeout?
No.
Getting the cave roof way?
Definitely not. No.
Yeah, Rick wasn't giving Robert any inspiration for a new book series.
Get your own cave.
The Truth of the Underdark.
As they're taking the watch, Ren will kind of nudge Ericsson and be like, "I'm working on something that you might want to know about." So, and he's going to pull out a spellbook, and he's going to pull out the chunk of adamantine. And he's going to sit there. Now, obviously, Dave, we've gone over that I can't actually cast the exact spell until I get to a lab. But with what Ren has kind of learned, maybe he can kind of affect the adamantine slightly.
Sure, what do you think?
So essentially, he's going to place the chunk on top of the spellbook, on top of all the scrolls and circles he's made for the spell, like the magic circle, and he's going to just kind of weave some somatic components, and it's going to kind of flatten out and distend and begin to kind of shape and change. And he's transmuting it essentially, and he's like, so if I can get some equipment, a lab of sorts. I think I can figure out how to recreate the properties of adamantine. So I might be able to do something about making it a bit tougher to kill. In a way that maybe won't draw as much attention as wearing giant slabs of adamantine on your armor.
Something like what, Ren?
I'm thinking I could change the properties of your current armor to reflect that of an adamantine plate. A lot tougher.
Norixium kind of nod and look down in contemplation. Say, I appreciate your efforts, but if our Lord does not allow it, it will not be.
I understand that it is a gift from him in your case, but either way, I think why would he not want you to be more protected?
That is not for me to know, but if he allows it, I appreciate you.
If it look, if it doesn't work for you, I can try it on Mazzello.
Oh yeah.
Or Derek. I mean, look, if I get enough of this, I can probably do it to a few, but you know, it's I don't know.
Turn scales adamantine.
I think that would probably have negative effects. You know, that's same scales cover skin. You know, it probably needs to be able to. You know yourself. You can't just lock yourself vacuum sealed thing. Probably have horrible effects on them.
So, game mechanics wise, do you want to explain to the to the viewers and the players what you what Ren is thinking about?
Give me 2 seconds, Dave. I have it here somewhere. I need to search for my DMs. I thought I copy and pasted it, but I didn't.
I think you could make scales adamantine, and they'd still be able to move.
Yeah, because they're individual scales. Like there's
They're not like one
sinew in
thing.
between, so it would be like a built-in
Yeah.
chain. Maybe?
I'd personally be worried about that not me, but like I don't know. Give me a second, Dave. This might take me a minute to find.
That's okay. The rest of you guys, what's the crack? Mazzelli wanders back into camp, which is not that far away, and you have Robert.
Scales has adamantine scales.
Mhm.
The scales is breath weapon change.
I mean, there's only one way to
They're
find
out of
out.
breath because they now weigh 16 tons.
Let's there's only one way to find out. Let's play some mutate our player characters. And there's only
Coming to a street near you.
Yeah,
D&D
pretty much.
X-Men. When Mazzello comes back in, we can come back when
Yep.
Ren is ready.
Yeah, sorry, I had a copy and pasted into my clipboard,
That's okay.
but I'm after copying something else since.
We'll run through with Mazzello and Orixium.
Orixium was going to go out to a similar area. And like he did for Scales, where he summoned the Silent Image Platinum Pseudo Dragon, he'll summon a Pseudo Dragon, the same Platinum effigy.
This is a silent image again.
Yeah, Silent Image.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
So it's just a silent
Illusion.
representation. Yeah, like something he's directing himself towards. Now, whether that be more for the people in the dome looking out than himself, but he will sit there cross-legged opposite from this this effigy, and he will say, "In Infernal, are you near to us, little imp?" And he'll wait for a response. And if it goes, say, 15, 20 seconds without a response, let's say, "Very well. Is the great Chardon present?" Also an Infernal.
Can you roll D100, please, as you utter that name? Hold on now. You wouldn't be privy to that name because that was a DM to sort of viewers monologue that I did, right?
No, when the imp went around the tunnel and ran through the fireball. Didn't it shout?
The name was
Shardon. Get them.
That's
Or did I
no,
misinterpret?
that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. That must have slipped my mind when I was doing my post session notes. So yes,
If
can I
got
get
that
you
wrong
to?
and
No, I'm
that's
happy. I'm
perfectly
happy to
fine.
roll with this because it's more fun. Could lead to a very interesting long rest. Could you roll me a D100, please? The
It might
lower, the better for you guys.
Am I still up at this point? You grabbed me before I went in, right?
This is up to you.
Rixie, as you went in, Rixie went out to have like the area to himself.
Okay,
almost.
okay, fair.
He was looking for
So-
the imp, but he assumed the imp had a partner in crime, and that's who was referred to as Shardon. So that's who he's trying to contact.
Rixian was a hard on for Shardon. So as you utter though that word, and indeed it is a word of power, a name of power. The temperature in this area begins to grow and grow, probably going up maybe about 7 to 10 degrees Celsius in a very, very quick and uncomfortable manner. You hear a kind of a, what do you think you hear? Of a rolling growl. You look around, your hand goes reflexively to your weapon, and nothing.
Well, I mean, an incorporeal growl, sniff, divine sense.
Okay, drop a divine sense. Presence of strong evil, blah blah blah, powerful good, and rings like heavenly music. In your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such force until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you. There are no celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of you, and that are not behind total cover. But there is a very, very faint whiff of something. But it's like you've walked into a pub at like 1 o'clock in the day that's just opened the day after the smoking ban. So there's a residual sort of
Old man Guinness.
hint of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that's been here recently. I get a wisdom saving throw, please. Rixium is a half-elven paladin, I do believe, or human.
Full human.
Full human.
He's full human. I'm
He's
half
full
elf.
human. Vizela was the half elf.
Yeah.
Same daddy, different mamas.
That's
22.
lots of daddy drama.
That's good to know. I will keep that in the back pocket. Thank you very much. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, he was hoping for to contact that imp, more to ask questions. But he will say a quick prayer to the Lord to guide his brother, and then he'll go back into the hut.
Okay, that is easily done. And can I get a religion check for that, just to see how that prayer is received?
11.
11. Okay, no worries.
It's all the way up to 11.
Yep. As you rock back into the dome, you can see Mazellu is there. Robert, how are you doing? Is there anything you want to achieve in this long rest?
I have that found, by the way. Dave.
Oh yeah, correct. Drop it in there.
Yeah, it's not in. It's not something I can copy and paste in the chat, but I can kind of read it out.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You can tell the so viewers, this is the spell that Ren has been working on over a long period of time.
The spell, what he's going, because Ren is Ren Orm, so the spell is called Orm's Adamantine Armory. Casting time of 5 hours. Range, it's a ritual, so it doesn't actually burn a spell slot. It's a 5th level transmutation. So the caster draws a transmutation circle with magic chalks and sets down the piece of armor / weapon in the center alongside the adamantine. The caster then must take 5 hours uninterrupted to focus their magic, transmuting the pre-existing metal of the weapon into the adamantine from the ore. That grants the following benefits for armor. The piece of armor is treated like adamantine armor, granting the ability to resist critical hits. However, this is not the same as forged adamantine armor, as it only allows its wearer to resist a critical hit a number of times equal to the caster's spellcasting modifier plus proficiency bonus before the spell needs to be recast. A weapon, the weapon is then treated as a vicious weapon while maintaining any other effects it may already possess.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, but I can tell you now, mechanically, that cannot be cast on Orixium's weapons or armor because after 60 seconds away from him, our Lord takes them back.
That's true. Ren does not yet know that.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Sean G, for cheering 100 bits. You can, what is it? Jean G, thank you very much. You can give healing to one of our players, or you can give the healing to one of our players, and they can bank it. I'm happy to say you can bank that as well, to a maximum of 3d4. So you tell us in the chat who you'd like to give them to.
Actually, I've worked away a workaround for that.
Okay.
Orixium could be in the armor, sitting in the magic circle. You know?
We can talk about that. We can talk about that.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work on him, I mean, if it's not working, it's probably not going to consume. So if he can take, he can do it to Mazzella or something.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to do? You want to achieve in this long rest, Robert? Is there anything you want to do, or else we can move on to the next part of this adventure? Okay, cool. Moving on. You all get your long rest. I am happy to say that it is an uninterrupted. You do hear maybe some movement from the outside. But it's a long way away, and again, sound in the Underdark moves around and bounces around in this very, very disorientating and strange ways. You sometimes pick up traces of a battle that might be happening 5 miles beneath you and 20 miles west, but it's just the way the sound just echoes around and bounces around these corridors. Something the dwellers of these domains are kind of very cognizant and used to, so it is quite new for you to kind of find yourself jumping up and readying the weapons, but unfortunately, fortunately there is nothing there. So moving on, you have a long rest gained. You can tweak up your hit points, and it is time we move on. As you move on in that direction, can I get a group survival check, please? This will be from all of you.
While we're doing that very quickly, I'm moving around some spells. You want me to tell you what they are, or just...
Not at all. No, I'm happy for you to do that by yourself. I trust you.
Let me do Derek's for you.
Okay, 24, 11, 16, 11. Oh, look at that. Nat 20 from T-Range Rhino right there.
That's from Derek, and that's because he's a dwarf and used to be in deep holes.
Yeah, I thought that was Robert's job. Okay.
Robert's not used to being in deep holes.
Okay.
Used to riding while people are used to being.
So that is a successful group survival check. It is around about this time as I copy and paste your tokens. You are clever enough because you spill out right around a corner. Let me just get you around here. Almost walking straight smack bang into what looks like some kind of guard tower. And I'm going to say that you managed to cop. I'm going to move you over here as the heat is intense.
Feeling hot.
I'm going to ping you down to the bottom of this map. It's a map special. And as you move down, you can see what looks like some Duergar are on the edge of these what look like guard towers. These massive chains that seem to be attached from the tower onto the ground itself. As I shift ping on the ground here, you can see. Sorry, you can see there and there. Maybe you can't see it. I'm not sure. Can you take that token off for me?
Yeah,
Thank you very much. You usually look that there. You can see. Yeah, and there are what looks like some sort of here and here seem to be some sort of razor wire effect. I'm happy to say that with that successful survival check, you sense that you were coming up on something that was kind of man-made. And I'm happy for you to say that you're around the corner here, you're off the edge of the map, and you have time to come up with some sort of plan rather than stumbling straight into this. The heat now is intense. It's almost like standing in front of like a massive bonfire. You can feel your skin not begin to blister, but it is hot. It's like standing in in the sun on like a 38 degrees Celsius day or 40 degrees Celsius day. It is hot. What would you like to do?
I'm guessing at this point I smell the sulfur. The lava that we can see on the map.
Yes.
Yeah. Ryan will say that then, I suppose, to the others, in the hushed tones. He's like, smells like sulfur. It's probably volcanic activity around here. Careful.
In Undercommon, Robert, you hear, I'm fucking starving here. I didn't see those fucking Deep Gnomes coming back through here. If I see them coming back through with it, I'm gonna pay Haus as das a fair bit of money just to have me some fresh Deep Gnome. Swerf nibbling on the fucking barbecue high. Am I right?
These guys are nice.
You shut the fuck up. All we hear is just belly aching about how your belly aches, rumbling about your fucking stomach rumblings. You're a pain in the fucking hoop.
How tall are these towers?
They're about 30 feet high.
Is there any like warning bell on the tower?
Would you like to make a stealth check to creep back around and have a look, and then a perception check?
I'm going to use my once a day free cast of invisibility on him.
Are you?
Oh, actually, he has a thing for that, I'm pretty sure. Didn't you get a mask or something?
I think
Did
you
you
have
not?
a ring of invisibility, if I or a,
Yeah,
a
actually-
mask of invisibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw that on if you
I'll do the.
want.
I don't start the cast and be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I
No
love
problem
that
at
your
all.
female friend is sitting behind you and has no context as what you just did.
Yeah, yeah. Should I have a
I
look
showed
at-
her.
Yeah,
I did this and went invisible.
Yeah. Invisible. Invisible.
yeah. It definitely landed
do
better
that.
the third time you told her. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, I mean, I do that a lot when people can't see me.
Whoa!
Okay, cool. So I'm happy to see
Nodding in
you
the
have
background.
yeah, you have advantage on stealth checks as you move around. I'm going to give you advantage on this perception check because you are freer to sort of
26 for stealth.
26 for stealth. That's
Advantage
good.
on perception as
I'm going to
well.
give you advantage on this, yeah, because you have a little bit more time because you're invisible.
23.
23. There is definitely a warning bell, yeah. And you can see it's around about there. It looks like it's activated by a mechanism, and as you look closer, you can see there's one also here. As I'm going to do, I'll get my little There you go.
Considering all the lava, is this like poorly lit?
It's poorly lit up here, but if you go down further, you will see that I added a lot of light sources. But there is a general glow to the area, and you can hear now,
Oh, well.
as you listen again, you can hear that some more talk and undercommon. There's when's that changing of the fucking guard happening? I need a shite, and I'm fucking,
This guy's hungry and needs to shite.
and
Weird.
Bad combo.
I went, when's our fucking next day off? I got shite to do here. And a shite to do. So,
I
shut the
will
fuck
quickly-
up, will you?
I will quickly sneak back to the group. Say, yeah, we got some guards up ahead. They seem kind of bad at what they're doing. However, they do have a warning bell. If we are to engage them, I would
I'll
recommend.
get one more perception check from you, please. And this will be standard to hear if you catch the end of the conversation.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay.
The
Straight
DC
roll.
the DC for this is 22.
22.
Crazy high passive.
No, it is not a passive.
30.
Oh,
Last thing you hear is like, where's that prick gone with that fucking arcane cannon?
no.
Did you say arcane I wanted?
Back off.
Okay, so yeah, I'll
Robert walks
Okay.
in. I don't know about
I'll
It's
sneak
SUS
back
Demons and chat.
on everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think
Yep.
they have a warning bell that I would
Have two.
recommend disabling first. They also have they said arcane cannon.
That's camera. As what he says in chat.
Should we attempt to talk to them?
We could, but they don't see, honestly they want to eat those rock gnomes we met. I don't think they're gonna be nice. They don't strike
Did you say there's
social
only?
butterflies.
You said there's only one bell.
There's 2. 1 on each tower.
If I can make you fly, Robert, could you take out the bells while invisible?
I don't know, Dave. If I could fly invisibly, could I take out the bells?
Well, look, I will never say no unless it's a really crazy, fucking like game-breaking, stupid idea. But I'm happy to say, let's give it a go.
Sorry, Dave. Can you point onto the towers where the bells are?
I drew it in a very, very stupid fucking color. So give me 1 second. I will draw it in bright green next time. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There you go. Look how's that? That's much better, isn't it?
It just blended into the.
I picked the
castle.
worst color. I'm so sorry. Here we
That's
go.
all right.
Would you like me to attempt to talk to them and cause a distraction?
Might not be. They might just shoot. If they want to eat rock gnomes, I can't imagine they're the nicest people.
They're gonna shoot anyone. It's best they shoot at me.
I'm not gonna make you
I'll
roll for this.
disable the
These guys are definitely not friendly. And from what you know of Duergar and Deep Gnomes, they're best avoided. I mean, now there only seem to be 3 or 4 on the roofs of each of these towers. There's 6 of you. You could probably take them.
Would
But it
now,
depends on.
obviously Johnny's not here, but would Dark have any extra information on Duergar because he's a dwarf?
Yeah, he would say they're nothing but fucking dirty gowl, fucking sniffing pricks.
Fucking
I can
Fucking
stop them from being able to ring the bell.
Okay.
I
That is
can
going to
disable the bell.
stop. Well, I can stop it so we can attack one group on each tower.
I can make 2 of us fly to get. I can make 2 people fly to get 2 of us up onto the towers. But
Dave.
Yeah.
As I'm invisible, I will draw my dagger of venom.
Okay. And you
Just
gotta
speak
pump
the
it in.
command word.
Yeah.
I will make it so the bells can't make any noise.
Hmm.
If you can fly and if you can make someone else fly,
doesn't have to be me.
maybe Robert onto one and Erexium. I think you'd probably be able to handle the second one, and we can make our way through the doors and up to the tower as quick as we can to you.
Or maybe put scales on one.
Do these
Yeah,
these
that's a good
walls
choice.
go the full height of the tower?
They do, but I will tell you there is a very visible door. As I get my little freehand again, very visible door here and here.
From
Okay,
our
little
point, do they
circle
seem
there.
locked?
It's very. You would have to be right out in front
Okay.
to have a look. They look like they're definitely closed. There looks to be keyholes in them.
And
Robert,
these
could you s-
barbs, can we just step over it? Like, how tall is the barbs?
The barbs will be about 4 feet high. You'd have to sort of
No.
give a little jump over them. Look like they're retractable though.
Hmm.
They also look
Robert-
like they would make quite a bit of noise if you were
Robert, do you think you could get in there to say, open, make sure the doors are open, creep up from the inside? I can get a Rixium and scales up onto the top.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I think I could do
Us
that.
casters can like pepper them with AoEs.
Well, they're too high for me to actually be able to hit them, I think.
Yeah.
But if Robert can get us through this barbed wire rather quickly and up
Get
the
up the stairs.
stairs, I can go up and do some stuff.
Scales, Rixium, you in?
I can go and make sure the doors are unlocked.
And then work on maybe getting the barbed wire out of the way.
And just you can give me 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right, back.
Okay. Deal.
I'll
Okay, so what's the plan?
Actually,
Sorry,
Brendan's-
I was
Can-
trying to fix something here on my roll 20. So what is your plan? Just so me and the viewers know exactly
I
what kind
plan
of chaos
to
you're about to
to
create.
the building and unlock all the doors to the tower, so
Okay.
that people can come in from above and below.
Okay, so as you can see now, these guys are kind of, they do make the rounds. It's semi-predictable.
I mean, invisibly. I'll try to just not touch.
That's fine. Yeah. But you will have just because you're invisible, you do still have to roll a stealth check at advantage.
Yes.
But I'm just letting you know that they do kind of do the rounds. It's not. They're not like robots going, the same pattern. They do tend to, stop and take the piss out of each other and just be, kind of generally be like very unwholesome to each other. So let's get your stealth there, which is a 29. So you managed to slip around the side of this building here, and while these guys are over here having a chat about a sandwich. Which door would you like to try and unlock? Or are you gonna? Would you like to roll investigation first?
Yeah, I'll roll investigation. I also have advantage
on
that
which. Yeah, on which tower?
So,
yeah.
Let's go on the right side.
The right side. Okay, no worries. This one here. Move your token up then.
Now, would it be possible while Robert is well? Here's the most appropriate question. Did Robert tell us he was going to the right first?
Probably would have, yeah. I'd assume.
That's up to Robert.
Yes. Oh.
If Robert did, could I, from the higher perspective, silent image the image of the locked door, like above or at an angle, so if Robert opens the door, the roof guards won't see it open?
Genius.
That is a fucking pretty
It's
good
a
idea.
15-foot cube, so he should have the ability.
I'm gonna say Erixium. Yeah. So you guys are around the corner here. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you to move around, and a perception check to sort of get a good idea on what the door looks like. You can forego that perception check to make a rough approximation of what you think the door would look like.
In that case, then I'll use my free cast invisibility on Erixium because he's already at disadvantage. May as well make it a better roll.
Boop.
Well, I mean, so if Erixium was to jump out of his armor to do this, would that mean disadvantage on stealth?
He's not in armor, yeah.
If you're out of your armor and you're just in robes and you receive the invisibility condition, then yes, you will have advantage on your stealth check.
Flat roll. Let's advantage.
Why are you at disadvantage on your stealth checks?
Because he's in heavy armor generally.
But
It's an automatic.
But if you take your armor off, if you move if you sort of
So then with the stealth, it's advantage.
yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it was a flat roll.
No. Sorry.
Cool.
apologies.
That's all right.
Soren essentially grips at one of the shadows nearby and pulls it over for Erixium's head.
14. Okay, let's
Let's throw a boon in for good measure.
all right, no worries. That is good because the
18.
passive
18.
perception of these Duergar heavy snipers is 15.
Thank you, Paddy. I
sniper.
believe. Give me the boon.
Thank you, Paddy. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy, for our own game. Okay, so you managed to rock up to the side, and I'm going to move your token up to there. That's all right. And as you move up, the heat begins to get more oppressive, but it is now more of a very, very sharp and dry heat. You hear the occasional like bloop, 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 and splats as this boiling hot lava begins to sort of just react and bubble up to the surface and spit and cloud up. So I'm going to say that you managed to give us a perception check then, just to see how good you are at figuring out what this door looks like. And then I'm going to say that is a 15. That's pretty good. I'm happy to say that you can operate some sort of fairly accurate concoction of or representation of what this door would look like. So I'm happy to say, Robert. Now, would you like to make your investigation and then your thief tools?
Yes.
Investigation to see if it's trapped, and then thieves tools to unlock it.
I have advantage on these, so
Okay, let's get a 16 or
22.
22 is enough. This door is not trapped, but it is locked. So let's get your thieves tools to see how you do. What do your thieves tools look like? Is it like a little pouch you roll out, or are they like all sort of like sort of just inserted into a bracer on your wrist? What's
So
What form do they take?
So no, it's like a weird, almost skeleton key looking, multi-angled, like
Swiss Army
it's-
knife.
yeah, it's not like a Swiss Army knife. It's
Okay.
it's more like a I don't know if you've seen those like start point wrench thingies.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
instead
yeah.
of it being like a wrench, it's like a multi-tool
Cool.
lock picking
Alright.
thing. So you'll use one side and then use the other, and then
Nice.
but yeah, he can't use that while wearing the ghost gloves, by the way.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
But yes, thieves tools. I am the worst rogue at this ever, but
That's an 8.
eight.
you are.
Unfortunately, that is not
You have inspo?
anywhere near what you need for this. Would you like to blow an inspo? An inspiration that you would have been
I am
given
feeling
from...
inspired. Let's go. It's gonna
Okay,
be like
let's go.
4 now, or 20.
Oh, that is a 20. That is exactly what you need to get through this door. The DC for this is 20. As you insert your multi-tool and your key,
Yeah.
and you start begin fiddling with these locks, you realize there are a number of tumblers that are part of this lock that are sort of decoys, and you almost get caught out. Except for you do remember back when you spent some time with the chain, there was this group in the corner that always just incessantly talk about locks, and it was pretty irritating to say the least. But you now realize you did pick some of that up, and as you insert your multi-tool into the orifice, you manage to get it here. Faint, very satisfying click.
That's
Okay,
how
I
most
will,
of his events go with just a click.
I will open the door like a very narrow width and look inside. Are there people inside?
It creaks. There are nobody inside. You can now move inside, and pretty much all this tower is a ground floor with some barrels and crates, and stairs up to what looks like a closed trap door. There's nothing else in this tower. It's just pretty much stairs up to the top.
Okay, I'll quickly go
Good
up
old
to the
fashioned guard
trapdoor.
tower. Yep,
Is it unlocked?
you're heading up.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get another stealth check?
Yes,
Are we
sir.
meant to be reacting once you open the door? Is that what you expressed to us?
No. I'm gonna unlock the tower and come back, and then we can start. I want to test the trapdoor for the.
So hold on. So your stealth was 4. Why did you roll twice? Because you're invisible.
Yes.
22 is good. So I'm going to move you.
I don't want to open the trapdoor. I want to test it to see if it's unlocked, and if it's unlocked, I'll go back down to the group.
It is unlocked.
Okay. I'll go back down to the group.
As you move back down to the group, I think this is a good time for us to take our break.
Okay.
So please come back and join us. Thanks everyone for coming in. Thanks to all our new followers. Thanks to Ryan, D-Range Rhino, for bringing some of your friends to join us here tonight. We will be back in about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, so do stay with us as we will return with part 2 of episode 65, almost retirement age of the Sopherone Saga.
If you leave, we will find you.
See you soon. And we're back. Welcome to part 2 of episode 65 of the Sopherone Saga. This episode is called
Your mom.
Frying Pan. Thank you. Yeah. As I look to my right. Yes. So you join us as our party are trying to sneak past a couple of guard towers that have are occupied by some deep gnomes. Shack, what's the crack? Shack attack. Thanks for coming in, buddy. We appreciate you. And we miss you. So as you go, I think now is the time for our wizard Ren to explain to our viewers what the plan is here and how you intend on getting past these motherfuckers.
So, lately I've decided to actually play around as having high intelligence and come up with ideas and plans. So, essentially, he is going to cast Fly on Scales and Orixium, I believe, get them up to the top of the towers to, fuck up these guys up there, while the rest of us run up the fucking ladder, blow the fucking shit out of the tower, and annihilate the fucking dickheads.
And because he's so fucking intelligent and knows exactly what the plans are, he's forgotten to tell you one of the steps, which is Mazzello is going to mute the fucking bells.
You never said specifically what you're going to do to the bells.
You're going to cast
I
silence?
said I was going to mute them.
How are you going to do
missed that.
Yeah, I'm going to cast silence, and it will come
Excellent.
over them.
Okay, so what we now have is Robert, who has just gone to the top of the stairs over in this guard tower here. Underneath the trapdoor, you go up and you do feel a little bit of give. It kind of makes a little squeak for you, and as you scuttle back down very, very quietly, you can emerge to wherever you like. So move your token. Operation shit hitting the fan. Yes, it is.
I'll sneak over to the door across the way.
Okay, cool. So I will need another. Well, you can assume it's the same and just try and use the thieves' tools. Or if you would like to investigate this to see if it's trapped in one, you can do so. You're thorough. So here's 14 or 17. We're going to go up to 17. This door is not trapped. So as you expertly sort of dial in your thieves' tools and you have a look, you're going to now use your. That's a Rixium doing a perception. I like it.
Yeah, if
That
I
is enough.
hear the lock on the opposite door shift, he will invisibly resummon his armor.
That's no problem. Oh, okay, right. Cool. I'm happy to say that happens. Yep, no problem at all. Robert, with a 17 investigation, yes, this is not locked. Would you like to use your thieves' tools? Sorry, this is not trapped. You can use your thieves' tools to open it. From above, you hear, that is a 10. Unfortunately, this is not going to go well for you. So, if the spell fails, it's going to sound like hell's bells. You better fucking believe it. So, as you're sort of down there, you get distracted as you hear these two deep dwarves, or Duergar, if you will, talking about, they're kind of reminiscing. Hey, remember that time we had that fucking little swerf-nibbling little prick? I held him over the lava and watched his face melt as I dipped him slowly in. He's screaming, and then all the sounds like blah, 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 blah. Oh, how we fucking laughed. I miss those days. What the fuck was that? As you're with a 10 on your sleight of hand, fortunately you hear a tink as the piece of metal that you use slips off a tumbler. Go and check it out.
Do I know if Ren knows? Oh, so it's still in one piece. It's not broken.
Say again. You just dropped out there a little bit.
Is my chain thingy, my multi-tool still in one piece?
It's still fine, but it just slipped off a tumbler, and there was a loud metal against metal sound.
Yeah, I'll scurry back to the squad and say, yeah, sorry.
You know, if Ren knows.
And you hear this like as this rather squat-legged Dark. You want to move your token before this guy comes out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
running out, and you can see now.
Silence on the bells.
Okay, so that will be a whole area including him, or will it be past him?
No, it's going to be up in the air because it needs to be. So it's 20 foot apart, which should cover the bells, but it'll be up in the air.
So it's not going to cover him. So when he starts to talk, he's not going to be alerted.
No.
Love your
it's
work.
Literally going to be just the bells.
Okay, so
I'll
I'll shift see this guy again. You can see he is heavily armored with what looks like a very, very wicked and magically tweaked Yeah, they can. They have a pretty high passive perception on your end. You can see now that they are very, very wickedly armored. And they run out. He kind of
30 feet is just 10 meters.
He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
But does this guy have what looks to be the arcane cannon?
No, it is not.
Okay.
You can hear him kind of going, right. And he kind of scoots back in. Looks at you can see him maybe paying attention to the door, and he kind of scoots back in. He goes, keep an eye out. I've got a bad feeling. And there's the heavy footsteps thing that they kind of go back up the stairs.
In my escapade into the one tower, I didn't see the guy with the so-called arcane cannon, or what looks to like be a cannon in his hand, or a stick that.
No, you did not see any arcane cannon.
Okay.
But they were asking where the guy with the arcane cannon had gone.
Orixium is on the ground floor. He's exactly where he is, shown on the map, invisible.
Mm-hmm.
The guard, for want of a better phrase, when he walked into that door and said, "I've got a bad feeling," was there a response? Was he talking to someone on the ground floor?
No, he's talking to someone on the roof.
Okay, just to clarify that, because that could have been hand cannon guy.
Everyone fixated on hand cannon guy.
We want an arcane cannon in the party. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
there, fuck it, the fucking.
This guy walking up now. Anyone who is sort of still hiding? Oh, arcane cannon. I swear I cannoned a fucking huge shite out of me arse. Oh, I feel about 2 stone lighter. Fuck it. Y'all, where are you going? You can see this guy now carrying this massive dragon-headed thing. You can see the eyes and the mouth of this thing are just blazing with this arcane fire. He's got these goggles over his forehead and a big massive hammer strapped across his back with his like long white plaits of a beard. He goes,
Okay.
Right.
I'll say to the party, left side door is still locked. I couldn't open it.
You see him walking into the tower now.
Before he gets to the tower, Dave,
Okay, yeah.
I want to go on a interception path. And
Can I get a stealth check as you
Yes,
as you
of
say
course.
as you sort of utter instructions first off to the people, because you're now in direct line of sight, and anyone who wants to react or sort of interact with what's happening on the map here you've come out from around the corner. So anyone who wants to do anything now that's a 29. Yeah, that's going to do it. Anyone else wants to do anything, you're going to need to be out from your little round the corner area here, and you're going to be in direct line of sight. So I'm going to need you sort of either hiding up against the side of the wall or whatever else.
I would have tried to get over to this point and been hiding behind that wall.
That's no problem. You can make a stealth check with advantage because that's a good position.
I would have
Dave,
had.
so I want to go on an interception path. Which tower is he heading into?
He's heading into the right tower as you look at it.
The right side tower. Okay.
18.
18, okay. 16.
Um,
Derek could
just
be holding up
just
the
kind of as he gets close to it, I want to go on an interception path, and
Okay.
then you remember me saying that I spoke the
I
attack
do.
word on the
Yes,
dagger of
you,
venom?
with your dagger venom.
I remember something like dwarves and stuff being resistant to poison, but I figure, fuck it, and I will stab him in the neck with a dagger of venom.
Extra damage is extra damage.
So roll to hit, please. You have advantage because you are running through stealth.
Okay. Roll to hit, dagger of venom. The advantage toggled on.
Yeah, let's do this.
Dave, can I just say I'm holding fly on Erexium and Mizellu for the second shit hits the fan?
That's no problem at all. That is a natural
scales,
one.
not
If
many.
you
No,
didn't,
it's a
I know
good
if you
advantage.
didn't have advantage, you would have had a natural one, but you have a 25, which is a good fucking shout. As I think it is now time
I didn't
for
crit.
us to what? Did you roll a crit?
I did not crit, which
Oh.
is very sad.
To hit a little bit of Cry Havoc here, as we go into battle music.
Would I let off the fly spell before you jump into combat then?
I'm
so
going
y-
to say yes. I'll say you can happily let off the fly spell before you do that. So that is a 25 for 19 sneak, 5 piercing, and 19 poison damage. Let's see how these guys feel about poison damage. Duergar Bombardier.
Bombardier.
Resilience is advantage on saving throws against poison spells and illusions, as well as being able to resist charmed or as well as to resist being charmed or paralyzed. So that's good to know.
So he's resistant to the poison. That's just
He is,
9.
yeah. So we're gonna. So it's 9. So there's 19 sneak, 5 piercing as 24, and then 9 is 33 points of damage. And he goes, "What the fuck is going on here? You fucking!" And he takes a hit and he turns around and he goes,
I'm also no longer invisible.
and you can see this thing power up now. Can I get a perception check, please? This is not an action to do this, but you can see, just to see if you notice one thing. I was gonna say you're relatively aware of arcane stuff.
For me? Just me?
Yeah, yourself, Robert.
Sorry, that's investigation. My bad.
Yeah.
What you perceive
perception
is you're
is
about to
one.
get fucked. What do you think?
This is gonna hurt. 23. It's curious that as this thing fires up this this arcane cannon, and again I will do a shift Z. Is that you or me? That's you. Sorry. There we go. Shift Z. You can see this now. He's not wearing any gloves, and it's almost like his hands, when he powers it up, they become part of the weapon. The weapon and the hands like go from flesh to steel, and they kind of meld. You see all of these runes on his skin just begin to flash, and his eyes flash this very, very vivid red color as he kind of looks at you and you're fucked by. And you give me an Arcana check, and let's just see how good you go with that. This weapon is definitely linked to him somehow, either arcanely or biologically. But I think now that we have had that moment here, we're going to roll initiative.
So it's also
Yep.
not like the guy gets like stabbed and what the fuck, and then I appear. It's like the moment he gets stabbed, my hand starts to like bleed in the rest of my body, and I'm like,
Nice. Yeah, you just appear like a fucking super creepy motherfucker, which is pretty cool. Initiative.
I don't know if anyone ever saw a New Dawn cinematic from League of Legends, but when Rengar stabs Darius, very much that.
You have to be a sniper.
Right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna reorder the turn order,
Oh, nice.
and the shit is about to fucking hit the fan. Ren, Scales, and the heavy sniper. Where's my fucking bombardier? Okay, that's alright. 14. That's my initiative rolls are dog shit. Okay, we'll reorder it again. So Scales is up first. What would you like to do, Scales?
So Ren's
Sorry,
already
one
cast.
second. This Duergar Bombardier is going to use its reaction from that to use Protective Shield. When the Duergar is hit by an attack roll, Duergar gains +5 bonus to its AC until the start of his next turn, which can cause a triggering attack roll to miss. Oh, I'm gonna say, yeah.
Was he not surprised?
No, I don't think he was surprised.
He was walking normally and then stabbed in the face. Is that not surprise?
Let's see what triggers surprise then.
But it's his passive against Robert's stealth.
That's Esper Genesis. I fucking hate that thing. I don't know why it's there. Combat surprise. You can't take your. That's fair. Yeah, yeah, cool. So he's not going to use that yet. That's okay. Moving on. No, that's fair.
Accountant query for the DM.
Yes.
We have two snipers, both in the same tower with initiative 15. Can we differentiate them in any way?
Oh, you certainly can. Heavy sniper. Where is he? 15. So that one is the first 15, the higher 15. I'll give him a dot.
Perfect.
He's got a purple dot. Can you see it? So he's a higher 15.
Yep.
And then, hold on, once a 15 and 15. And the one below him is the other 15.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, moving on. So, Scales, what have we got?
Yeah. Before the combat kicked off, Ren did cast Fly, so Scales is going to move the fifth. I think Fly gives you a flight speed of 60 feet. So
Yep.
Scales is going to go neum up onto the tower, land here,
Yeah.
and rage for the bonus
Okay.
action.
That's bonus action rage, yeah.
On to make a reckless attack with the turtle mace. So, bam, for reckless attack in the chat. I think, no, that didn't put it in the chat. You know what it does.
Yeah.
Swing and advantage. Is that a normal swing or an
That is a
advantage swing?
23 to
No,
hit. This creature's AC is 15. That's a hit.
Cool. Can I get the strength save, please?
So, strength saving throw. Duergar Resilience, Quick Loader, Duergar North, Sharpshooter, Sunlight Sensitivity. I shouldn't have said that. Bonus action. Okay, so yeah, so here's a strength check. It's just a flat strength.
I think it's a DC 15.
So
Yeah, it's
15.
fine. Yeah, I was trying to knock it off over the edge, but it didn't.
No
so
worries.
it's fine.
Yeah, so you take that
is
swing. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, and then I'm going to swing again.
No worries.
That's a 13, I don't believe hits. I'm not going
No,
to spend one of Fauna's bones, so that's that.
Yeah, so the first one you swing around, you catch him square in the shoulder. You can see the shoulder pauldron just kind of dent in. He's like, oh, fucking hell. And then you take the second swing, but he ducks. He goes, you're mine, you wee prick.
Yeah, and that is it for Scouts. He's raging at the top of the tower, and yeah.
But he is definitely going to use that to use his protective shield. So he's hit by an attack roll. He gains +5 bonus to his AC until the start of his next turn. His AC is now 20. Sorry, his AC. Oh, sorry, that was a bombardier. Sorry. Give me 1 second now. Where's this bomb? Here we go. Heavy sniper. His AC is now 20. So I'm going to give him a green dot. We know his AC is +5. Moving on to Ren. What would you like to do? You're muted.
Sorry, I hit the button by accident. Ren is concentrating on Fly, so he's not going to do anything crazy until Erixium and Scout are at the top of the tower. But what he is going to do is he is going to chuck out a Wand of Magic Missile with 6 charges, not depleted, and I'm going to do that. I believe 3, 5, it's 84 points of damage to the Bombardier.
8d4 points of damage to the
84
Bombardier.
plus 8. So.
Well, don't forget that +8.
That is a total of 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. What does it look
Flicks
like
the
when
wand out.
all of these magic missiles shoot towards him?
Yeah, so Ren flicks the wand up, and just this minute orb of like golden light flicks up into the sky above the Bombardier, and then just rains down on top of him.
Okay.
All like expertly weaving in and around Robert, who was kind of in the guy's space, but just like none of them. A few of them flick past Robert enough to like make me think he's gonna hit him, but none of them actually do, and they just kind of pummel this guy.
Okay, yeah. You can see now there's broken nose and the cheekbone is just sort of pushed in, and you can see a lot of blood just running down the top of his lip and all the way down his chin, beginning to drip onto the ground.
I am going to. How tall is this rock?
Not tall enough to. Well, you can go prone behind it if you wish.
I'm not going to. I'll give him disadvantage. No, I'm going to run to here into this corner. Yeah, I'm going to kind of get into here into this corner and like go up against the wall of the tower, just so that nothing can shoot at me from the top of the tower.
No problem at all. Moving on, Robert, you are back.
I'm going to bonus action disengage,
Okay,
kick open the door next to me, and run to here.
no problem.
Inside.
Yep, these two Duergar are on the top.
Oh, they're on the ground floor. I thought
No,
they
they're
were
on the top of the tower.
Oh, okay. So so they don't have line of sight to me, right?
No, they do not.
Okay. Then from the doorway, I will gamble. He has advantage on poison, right?
You don't know that yet. You would have seen
I
the
did
poison
stab
damage
him with
hit him.
something
Yeah, you
poison.
stabbed him, and he, it's hard to know whether the
Okay.
poison, the
Yeah, okay,
dose you
sure,
gave him
sure,
wasn't
sure, sure.
toxic, or
Yeah,
you know,
no
enough
problem.
for-
No
Yeah.
problem. I already did what I did, so I will shoot him with the hand crossbow. No sneak attack damage, because why would I have sneak attack damage?
So that
He has to
is
make
a 15 to hit.
Yes. Is it?
I do believe his AC is 16 for this guy, and the rest of them are 15.
I have a
Duergar
boon.
Bombardier, his AC is 16.
I'll use one of my boots.
Okay, you can drop a boon. That will make an auto hit. What'd you like to do with that? So it's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, and he has to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or fall unconscious.
No problem. Here we go. So con saving throw.
Assuming he has a 20.
He
You have to
does.
gamble anyway. Hey, it was
15. I'll
close.
take it.
Not too bad. Okay.
Yeah. So that is for you.
Hold on. I believe I do have some feet of movement left. So I'm just going to kind of like break line of sight with him.
Okay, no worries. Moving on to the heavy sniper. Here, I'm just going to move along. He's doing nothing right now. We'll go up to this one here. He's at 15. He is now. Mazzella, did you say that you stealth or
I got an 18.
an 18? Okay, cool. He's not going to see you. He's going to move to here and he's going to take a few shots at scales. Here we go with the heavy sniper. Multi attack. He's going to make. Let me just see. Quick loader, sharpshooter. Long range doesn't impose an advantage. Quick loader. Ignores the loading quality. Steady aim. He's going to use his bonus action to. Oh, he moved.
Move, yeah.
Hold on. The Duergar takes careful aim at the creature you can see when around until the end of a turn. Duergar doesn't say anything about moving. So this Duergar is going to move and it's going to use steady aim. So you're going to take an extra 10 on this scales. I know it sounds the same, but it is not the same. So here we go. It's going to use a multi-attack to make 3 attacks with a heavy crossbow. 1, 2, 3. That is a 12, 17, and 21.
I think the
You hear
same.
click,
21 will do
click,
it.
click.
Sorry, first one, I keep muting myself. Sorry, Dave. First one misses, the other two hit.
Okay. Boop. Boop. So you're going to take, to the end of its turn, Duergar deals an extra 10 damage with its ranged weapon. So you're going to take 21 points of piercing damage and then 16, so it's 37.
So it's minus 10 and then minus 8 for rage.
No, it's just
For
half.
piercing.
Just half it.
Oh, yeah, so that's, yeah, right. So that's 21 plus.
So 20 plus 11 is
18.
33, plus 6 is 39, so 40 halved, 20,
Definitely.
19. Is that right?
Yeah. Sorry, my brain is not matching.
Okay, no worries. Moving on to this guy here. Now, this guy is going to use his action. Doo-doo. To go invisible. And he's going to move. I'm going to move him to the GM layer.
Sentinel wouldn't work if he's moving, right? Because he's invisible.
Yeah, I think you have to see them.
Oh, when you hit a creature with an opportunity.
I said you
attack.
can't opportunity attack things you can't see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
So he's going to move to there. That's all he can do. Now we're on to our Duergar Bombardier. This guy, you hear this like... he's going to move in. Because that's an action to do that.
Get down, Robert.
You're just hoping it's a deck save.
Oh, there's 15-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, it is.
Line, circle. Let's go to 15-foot radius sphere. It's 20.
Does it
Who's
shoot?
he aiming at?
Yeah, Mazzello, Ericsson's still invisible.
Who's he aiming at? Yes. So let's go to sphere here. I think he's just pretty gonna plop it down. Oh, sorry, that's a stupid. Sorry, I was off the. Where's my aim tool? Here we are. So circle. If he drops it here, he can get 15 feet. I think he can drop it. Do you know what? He doesn't know where you are, so I'm gonna. I was gonna say.
Like, do what
Say
you
drops it
want to
there.
do. I just got to.
No. I want to be fair about this. He's gonna drop it. He's gonna drop it square in the center. Oh, why do I keep fucking doing that? Stupid fucking thing. Where are we? Aim. Here we go. He's gonna drop it square in the center. But actually, he's there, so he's gonna drop it right in front of Darak. So it's gonna be there. It'll be Darak, Erixium, and Ren. You're gonna feel the worst of this as I'm gonna drop in. You can hear this. It's like almost sounds like someone blowing out a candle. As we get an arcane bombard. The Duergar fires from its cannon an arcane shell at a point you can see within 150 feet. The arcane shell explodes upon impact, creating a blast wave. Each creature in a 15-foot radius sphere centered in that point must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, they take 10d6, 37 points of damage, and is knocked prone. On a successful save, you take half the damage, and you aren't knocked prone. The Duergar must immediately make a DC 11 con saving throw or be incapacitated until its next turn because of the recoil. If the Duergar is enlarged, it has advantage in the saving throw. It is not enlarged. So you're always going to take the DC. The DC should be there.
We're gonna drop down on
Still
that.
alive.
Ren has a +4. He's in the aura.
I'll still drop down on it anyways.
It did say the DC, did it?
No.
No, I
Fuck
said the con
sake.
save for him, not for you.
Okay, 1 second now. Fire info.
8 plus his mod plus his prof.
So I have 16 plus 2, I have 18.
1 second now. Let me try and figure this out. It's kind of fucking annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's 8 plus what's his caster? Intellect? Or is it charisma?
Spell casting. Spell save for this is 15. Sorry, it says it there. So it's 15. So who made it and who failed it?
Everyone passed.
Everyone
Yeah,
passed. So you're going to take half of 37, which is 36. So you're going to take 18 points of damage, and you are not incapacitated. This guy is going to have to make a DC 11 con save, though. And it's kind of shit that he has to do that, given that how well he knows his weapon. Here we go. Saving throws. Con. It's a 19. He is okay, but I think that is all he can do. Let's just see if he has any bonus actions.
I could just kill Slippery
Reactions.
Barbs that, but I don't want to use bonus resources.
Visibility, light hammer, enlarge.
Don't wanna be
it's
that-
shit that it's in. Yeah,
Don't want to be that guy, but Red needs to make a concentration check.
I do.
yeah. Thanks.
What's say to be
8 to 10.
10? I don't think I can actually fail that, but yeah, give me 1 sec.
And that one will fail it.
Yeah. I have advantage, so the odds of that.
Don't
Warcaster.
jinx it.
1 in 400.
I've done it before.
Rain Man over here.
14.
14. Yeah, you're fine. That's it for the Duergar Bombardier. This Duergar Heavy Sniper here is going to move over here, and he's going to take 3 shots at Erixium.
Erixium was invisible.
Okay, that's fair. Ooh.
I'm pressed right up against the wall there, so I'm probably pretty hard to see.
Well, then we're gonna have to shoot at Darak then. Here comes Buddy. 3 shots. That's the Bombardier. 3 shots with a heavy sniper at Darak. Here we go. He has. Do you know? Yeah, this guy has sharpshooting. I'm gonna drop it in there. It ignores half cover and 3/4 cover, and attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on his ranged weapon attacks. So we're gonna go. Okay, I don't think he can. No, you can't see it. We're going 3 on. Yeah, 3 on Darak. Let's just see where we go here. So 3 clicks. That's only 2. Here comes the 3rd. Oh, so 12, 20, and a nat 20.
How close is he? 5, 6. Okay, so Derek's gonna do his fucking ability that I can never
Something
remember.
like that for.
Is that
Can you
what
come a
it's
bit closer to the mic there, my
called?
good
yeah.
friend? Thank you. That's right.
They're still, as a reaction, when you creature within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you can turn that hit into a normal hit.
He will have done his steady aim as well. Sorry, I just forgot to do it.
That's
Okay,
fair.
cool. So that is going to be a 12, a 20, and a 25.
The 2 hit, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to roll damage for the 20, which is going to be... So he uses reaction to save himself there. The 10 plus 4 is 14 points of damage. I'm going to ignore the crit here because he's cancelled the crit effects. That's going to be 11 plus 4 is 15 points of damage.
15.
15
Jesus,
plus 14 is 29 points of damage.
Yeah, I got it all.
Cool.
Fucking that hurt. Okay.
Yeah, as he kind of like, you can see him looking down and he goes, ha 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 ha, you fucking invaded the wrong time, you big shite, yeah. And you can see him, his hands are just moving so quick. And he's reloading this thing. He's obviously like just, these guys are experts. No, this is still old rules. Yeah, so moving on, that is all the Duergar. Do you know what? No, it's not. He's going to move out of range and out of view, and he's going to move to there. We're back to Mazzelli. Mazzelli, what would you like to do?
Okay, it's actually Derek because I forgot to roll for
Yeah,
him, so
no
he's
worries.
just above me in the listing.
Do you want me to add?
He's in the listing now, but he
Okay,
just
cool.
needs to be reordered.
So what is this? Okay, cool. Let me just, you've got the correct number, have you?
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay, cool.
the number's in there. It's just I hadn't rolled it until after we started, so now you should be able to
That's
roll
okay.
down.
So moving
you
on to Derek. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Perfect. Okay. So Derek's kind of pissed at this now.
Yeah. These bolts just like punch through his armor, and you can see now there's like several ruined links of this chainmail and under armor that he wears. Like, and he's like, it's they really know how to fucking pierce through this shit.
I think Derek, he usually sticks back, but I think with this one he'd want to go fucking toe to toe with a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, I think
he's
he
gonna
would.
run
Yeah,
up to this motherfucker.
yeah.
And he's gonna do spiritual guardians.
Okay, and again, we all know what they look like. These ravens just begin to just come out of nothingness and encircle him. It's just silent. You can see their mouths just widening as if they're like emitting these sort of ear-shrieking caws, but you can't. There is no sound, and you just whip up like this spectral, blackened whirlwind as he stands there. So this guy's going to need to make a DC 17. Sorry, 17. Oh fucking hell, lads! So he does have an advantage on saving throws against spells, so he's going to get 2 shots at this. Sadly, he has no pluses, so I'm feeling like he's a -0 to this. So here we go. Here's 2 saves. That is a 7 and an 8. I'll take the 8, Ryan. How does that work out?
How about fuck you get pecked by some crows?
And that's exactly what happens.
And
As
because
these
I
things-
upcasted it, it's actually 17 points of damage.
And he takes that when he starts his turn, or right now?
That's his turn.
Yeah, when he enters it. No, when he enters it. What?
I mean,
I
technically,
always,
we
I always
say
forget
that
how we
when-
settle on this.
It's when he enters we had this on the one shot. It's when he
Yeah.
enters it for the first time on his turn.
Okay, first time in his turn. Cool.
Yeah.
I would argue if you take it now, you save the step on his turn.
True. It's kind of whichever.
Yeah,
Because
let's
you've
take
already
it now.
rolled for it now, so yeah.
Okay, so it's -17.
But on his turn now, he won't take it. It will
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
next turn.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's
It's
fair enough.
much of a muchness, really.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. Just keep reminding me that we do it that way. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Satuichi. We appreciate you. Every follow helps. We are trying to get to our sub goal of 300. We're at 385 followers. If we can get to 400 followers before our 1-year anniversary on August 6th, I will be fucking like just absolutely delighted. I think it's achievable. I hope it's
Oh, it
achievable.
definitely is.
400
so-
followers in a year is pretty fucking cool.
So that's it for Derek, anyway.
Mazzellu.
Mazzellu is up, so. Mazzellu's concentrating, so he's got to be fucking careful right now. I can't see anyone but this dude on the ground, right? I can't. Can I see this guy up on the?
You can't see this guy. You can see this guy. He is right against the wall. He doesn't have. He would have half cover though.
Okay, can I see this guy if I was to move out a bit?
You would need to move to about there, I think, to see him.
Okay, that's fair. If I move there, I can see both this dude and this dude, right?
Yes, you can.
Well, in that case, they can hurry up and get fucking baned.
They must roll their wisdom saving throw. So, 3 creatures that you can see within 30 feet. 14, this guy's 30 feet in the air.
That's fair. Okay. Well, fuck it. This is the main dude anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so you're
I
going to
still
see
think
these.
it's worth
So he's going to get advantage on this. It's a wisdom saving throw again.
Mm-hmm.
Has he got any
Oh,
fucking
no, it's
hell, lads?
charisma.
Charisma. Ah, dude, he's got -1 on these. Bird. Boop boop. Oh, lads, that's a 0 on the other side. So he'll take the 15.
Saved.
Wow. Okay, cool.
These
I'm
guys quite
sorry,
literally
dude.
were born in darkness.
And I move back into my position, and that's where I'm going to stay.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry that didn't
Just
work out.
born in the
No, that's how
This
it goes.
guy is going to move out. He's going to move to here. And he's going to take 3 shots at Darak. He's going to lean over the wall. Given that Eryxium is still... he is still invisible. That's the Bombardier. We don't want that guy. We want the heavy sniper. Here we go, buddy. And he's going to again use his bonus action. This is his 2nd time to use this. Steady aim. And he's going to take an extra 13 points of damage per hit. Dark's looking like he could be fucked here, lads. 1, 2, 3. 14, 17, and 8.
The 14 definitely misses. 17
They should
hits.
all. What?
8 misses.
17 hits. So he's going to take 13 plus the damage.
They see not 18, no?
Not unless... I mean, it's not by his sheet, and I can only go by what his sheet says.
Oh shit! I thought
So
he had
you're
chain
gonna
on the
take
sheet.
13 and
What's
10,
he wearing armor wise?
22 points of
Chain.
piercing damage.
The chain should be 18 AZ, isn't it?
No.
It's default.
No.
Moving
Right,
on. Sorry.
hang on,
sorry,
guys. 22, was it?
22 points of piercing damage. Is that bolt? So one of them... So one of them just hits the dirt right beside Eryxium's feet. You almost reflexively jump back. And then the second one is like, tick, hits off the side of the tower with this sort of shower of pebbles and mortar shoot across. Anyone paying close attention would see them bounce off Eryxium, and thereby revealing his position, but luckily nobody is. And then the third one, and again, Darak, it's half of this damage is due to your armor being burst inwards as the bolt shoots through your protective mail. It does damage, but it's the turning inwards of these metal plates and these metal bolts that go with it and pierce your own skin. Your own armor doing half this damage as you feel now the blood begin to run down the inside of your chainmail. Darak puts a hand underneath the cuirass here and he pulls it up, and the whole hand is slick and wet with a lot of blood, and he looks down and he looks over.
Dave,
Yeah.
could I have scale? I was kind of looking at the wrong sheet. Could I have scales do a spirit shield on that?
I'm afraid you're 30 feet down. You cannot see what's going on.
Okay, fair enough.
30 feet
That's
up.
grand.
There's no way you have line of sight there.
Yeah, no, that's
These
understandable.
crenellations are up to your waist. You'd have to move to the edge to see anything that's going on down there.
Grand, yeah, no worries.
That is all that Duergar. Now, do you know what? He's going to move back to there again. Moving on to Eryxium. You are currently invisible, my friend. What are you doing?
You have flight and 60 feet of it.
The Bombardier. Oh, the Bombardier is. Fuck it. These snipers are the damage. Eryxium is gonna invisibly crouch down. Superman take off, and he's gonna go 30 feet up and then 20 feet across. Invisibly, you attack with advantage. Is that correct?
Yes, he will.
Well, then he will attack.
Are you like standing on the edge of those crenellations?
Well, he's flying, so. he could-
That's fine. You're cool. That's cool. You're
Yeah, yeah.
staying in your fly state. That's cool.
Perfectly acceptable. If Red loses concentration, we do a check, or he just falls.
Absolutely. No, I'm
Good.
totally cool. I just wanted to see if you were landing on it, just to see if he would hear the touch of your feet on the stone. That's all right.
No. Omni-Man or Homelander, take your choice. As
Magneto.
his,
I'm going with Magneto.
Yeah, let's go old school. Yeah.
Yeah.
As he
Yeah.
comes up behind this sniper, and with
Sniper.
advantage. There's a lot of them. Dark is in trouble.
Lads, if we're fighting sniper, should we not just change the date on our the PS2 and let them buy it all out?
The sniper.
We're not playing for. Bonus action, insightful maneuver.
Okay.
This Duergar is now vulnerable to radiant damage.
Shit. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. What does that look like? So, with a flash of insight, you know how to take advantage of your foe's vulnerabilities until the end of your turn. The target has vulnerability to one type of damage. I presume it's going to be slashing or radiant.
Radiant.
Radiant. And like, does Eryxium beseech Bahamut for this insight, or is it something? Do you think he knows that to tap in to that already exists with him? Within him already.
I think what it is it's his own belief in he needs to know his enemy to defend his brother in scales. So as he approaches this and he prays he to his devotion,
okay,
that he's enabled to enact this by putting almost a hex of sorts on this door.
Nice. Okay, I like that. Yeah.
So we'll drop a little Smitty Smite because these guys are no joke. So so he's vulnerable to radiant. So that's 30 points of radiant and 11 slashing for 41 total.
41 points of damage
on the first attack. And I assume the invisibility is dropped, so now it is a standard attack. Is that correct? You have arrived, as they say. You have arrived. He still has vulnerable to damage, so let's go again. Scheisse.
That's a nat 1.
It is a nat 1. It is a nat 1.
So that's your all D100 for me there, my friend, please.
You do have your inspo.
I was thinking when I crack in. Yeah, I'm gonna.
For an attack? You're happy to do that for an attack? Yes, excellent. Roll again.
Roll again. $15, which I believe 15. Is their AC.
Let's just see if we are correct. It's a Duergar heavy sniper. This guy, until the end of his next turn, has a +5 in his AC. That's why the purple thing is there, isn't that right? No, it's the green thing.
The green one, who was invisible, has the 20. The purple guy is because they both initiative 15, and
that's correct. So yes, that will hit.
And then, so that's 6 points of slashing, and 20 points of radiant.
Jesus Christ!
3 crits.
Okay, so can you just narrate what this looks like when Eryxium takes off invisibly with the fly spell and then deals what was how much it was?
67 points of damage.
67. I need to know this what this looks like.
Yeah, well, you've got this sniper up on the roof, and he could be aiming. I think he's currently aiming at scales. And if this was a cinematic moment, it'd go slow motion as his cape kind of blows in the wind of Eryxium's movement coming behind him. And then what he doesn't notice, but in an anime, would be just his sword coming completely visible as this radiant platinum blaze of glory slices through his armor, exposing his spine, I'm assuming, and then there's a second flurry just opening up his back like a blood eagle.
And that's exactly what it looks like as this guy goes to his knees, not necessarily with the prone position, but just for flavor, drops to one knee. And you can see now the armor torn open from the back as he looks over and sees nothing for a split second, and then Eryxium appears like this blaze of a platinum vengeance high above him, still flying with no wings, just a power of flight granted to him by not the platinum dragon, but his good friend Ren, as he blazes down with these 2 wicked strikes. And you can see now there's a massive pool of blood just forming in the corner of this of the crenellations of this tower. That was a fucking hell of a round.
Not bad.
I was just waiting for you to go, action surge!
Next
oh, I know, don't die. I looked at it, maybe in the future. Moving on to Ren. Ren, what have you got? How are you feeling after that? Not too bad.
Yeah. Did Eryxium touch down on that crenellation in the end, or is he still in the air?
He's in the air.
You don't know, because no.
Yeah, I can't see him. Yeah, no, I can't see him actually.
So there's no. Yeah. Don't answer that question.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a fully fair point. I'm going to then because I can't do anything that requires concentration until I know that they're safely on the ground, because I don't want to
You
drop
do
them 30
you.
feet.
Don't. No. This
No,
is-
Ren would be thinking that he doesn't want to drop them. That's in character. He has no idea where you're hovering. You could be off the edge of the cliff. He hasn't seen around that side. So he's going to aim and chuck the old-fashioned, good old-fashioned fireball. They're up. So Robert's inside the building, right? We seen him go in. We didn't see him come up on top.
I don't think you saw anything because you were around
I'm
here.
inside the
You can't
building.
see him, so you can assume he's in
Yeah.
there.
So I'm going to aim kind of up here. So up here on top of the rocks, so that it doesn't hit anyone. Because he's assuming that with that bombardier, the explosion's already been
I'm going
heard.
to say the rocks are higher than the top of the tower, but I mean, but you'll
I'm
still
more
get
aiming
them.
at the. I'm more aiming at the the wall.
Yeah,
kind
you'll
of there,
still
just so I
get them.
can
You'll still get
bounce
them.
off.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And I'm going to drop.
I'm picking up what
a
you're putting down here.
4th level fireball
Ooh.
right up there. It's only shit damage, but it's a DC 17 deck save with the War Mage.
17 decks. Okay, let's get the guy first. The guy on the top is going to go first. That's the bomber. Why do I keep fucking opening the bombardier? I'm going to move this guy over here. Okay, here we go for the C. Let's go with a deck saving throw. He's got +3 in these and advantage.
Yep.
Boop boop.
Oh, he's
Sorry. Because it's spells. So we'll take the. It's a 16. What's the DC?
17 with the War Mage one.
Oh, I'm going to have to drop a boon on that one. So that he'll make it. So he'll take half of 26,
Yep.
half of 28, which is 14.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the other guy, does he fail with the 5?
No,
Or the
let's
11?
start. Do you know what? I was trying to roll twice for this guy, but I'm happy to say that he fails with the 5. So he's going to take because look, they're it's the
28.
same thing. So he's going to take 28 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Just
As
kind of
his
around the corner, flick him.
fireball
flick him out.
explodes, you don't feel that much difference in the heat around the place. As it's already the environment is already searing hot. So the fireball goes off, and the fireball is actually it increases the temperature by a slight amount, but for you, Ren. But obviously up in the tower, it's a whole different ball game. As these guys are just fucking they do take the brunt of it. Robert, you see this, and obviously you have evasion, so you would be grand. But yeah,
I mean, if he's inside the tower, it's probably fine anyways. It's not
I
going
know,
through. It probably would set those, if fireball does ignite shit, so those crates are probably on fire now as well.
Those crates are definitely on fire. Let's hope
Yeah.
they don't contain any explosives.
So, I mean, hey, let's hope they do, and it blows them guys up.
Yeah, moving. Oh, thank you for the. Holy shit! I got a boon
I might need Tuesday.
from the wife thing. Thank you very much. We're moving on to Scales.
Haven't
What's
to be
Scales
anything.
doing?
Scales has no idea where the other guy went, so Scales is out of sight, out of mind. He's gonna bum rush this guy, and recklessly swing a swing, and he's gonna go to here. Actually, he's gonna try and knock him off. So triple mace. That's reckless, so not 20.
Reckless. You didn't say it beforehand, but I'm
I
happy
did,
to
I
say.
did say reckless. I said
Did
he's
you?
gonna
Okay,
score
that's fine. I
reckless
didn't hear you, but that's
yeah.
fine. I will take your word for it. That is a critical hit. Roll your D100, my friend, and let's see how you get on with our critical hit table.
Knock his ear off. Come on. 20.
Oh, I thought it was 100. That's
Yeah,
a 20.
same.
You feel the ebb and flow of the battle and know where to make your next move. After your turn, move to the top of the initiative order.
He's already there.
You're pro Scales, buddy.
Yeah.
That's shit. That is shit.
That's fine. And then that's another 22 for 10.
Okay, cool. So that is total damage. What?
That is 15 plus 25. So it's 25 damage.
Scales. What does it look like when this poor innocent Duergar who was just doing his job meets his demise?
So for flavor, this is actually just one swing of the mace. So as Erickson brings him to his knees, Scales just runs over, kind of not bellowing because he goes into that weird, calm, quiet rage, but just over the shoulder, two-handed swing with the mace, and just, and the head goes flying and lands in the other tower.
Nice. Okay, back to Robert. Robert, what are you going to do? How high up in the tower are you?
I'm just against the wall on the ground floor.
Okay, what are you up to?
Robert will move back down.
Wow.
Look at the bombardier.
Fucking hell, Paddy.
What?
His poor Horrorgar wife at home. Fucking hell. Wow.
Oh no. Robert will look at the bombardier in the door.
Dave, give Paddy an inspiration for tomorrow's game for that.
I will. Yeah. You're gonna scooch out the door here.
No, I'm just looking out the door.
Yep.
And I'm just doing a little insightful fighting on this dude.
Okay.
He has to make a deception check versus my insight check.
Okay. Deception check versus your insight check. So that's just a charisma -1, right?
Yep. Which I don't think he can possibly succeed.
Well, I think we should let him try, Robert. I think we
Yeah,
should let him
20.
try. That's an 8.
Still fail.
Okay. In that
Everyone
case,
needs to have the opportunity,
yes.
even if it's doomed to failure. So you get this. You will get your sneak attack in this attack,
Yes.
right?
Yes. But no advantage. Just
Yeah.
a straight roll.
I don't think you'll need it. You're hardly going to roll that 1 here.
Don't say stuff like that.
So here we go.
Another hand crossbow bolt coming at him.
Like Cleopatra.
25 to hit.
25 is going to hit. He needs a DC 13 con save.
Yeah, so he takes 26 points of piercing damage.
I'll drop the.
Then-
Do you have the thing?
No, it's not halved. It's just normal piercing damage.
No, I said, do you have the thing for the.
Yeah, it's DC 13 or he's unconscious.
Okay, so I'm going to use. First off, I'm going to use my boon.
Well, no, if he fails by more than 5, he's unconscious.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a 4. So that's a 14. So he makes it. Thank you very much for the boon, Wifling. So he's not unconscious, but he's going to take how much? How much damage?
There's no extra damage from it.
No,
he
I know,
just
but
takes,
just let Robert do this thing here
alright.
because it's sneak and
26.
sneak and piercing. 26.
26 piercing.
That is a good chunk because you sort of look through the door, and the door is kind of swinging with the heat from the thermals from this lava flow. It is kind of this like, and it's at that moment, Robert, you sort of look at the timing of this door, and you just step to the left as it goes to the right, raise an eyebrow, and he looks in. You can see him now. He's holding this thing pointing at Darak, and he looks in at you, and you just let the fucking it shoots through, catches him square in the neck, sticks in and stays there, and you can see blood begin to spray out all around it, and he looks down and he can't see it. His hand reflexively goes to pull it out, and then you can see him thinking, but he doesn't. But there is blood spraying out around this. If this dart comes out, he's going to lose a lot of blood and a lot of hit points.
That's a hint. Somebody yank out the dart.
That's just flavor. It's not mechanic. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's most
This?
of it. Let me just move kind of.
Okay.
I can't move my token. My roll 20 is freezing up.
Where would you like to move to?
Just to the break line of sight. Just to do it again.
There? Or the
Uh,
other side? So you
At
top
the
left?
top
Oh, yeah,
side,
you have him now. You can move him now, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Cool. Moving on. This Duergar Heavy Sniper has no reason to think anything is the matter, so he's happy standing his post elsewhere. And we're going to move on to this Duergar Heavy Sniper, who is on the GM layer and is now going to roll with advantage as I move to my GM layer. Is it against? I think he's going to move to here and he's going to attack Eryxium because of what Eryxium did to his friend. So he's going to use again his steady aim. Boop. That will be his second one today. I'm going to do an extra 9. We're going to go 3 attacks against Eryxium. Boop, boop, boop. The first one has advantage, which will be a 17.
Miss.
21.
Yeah, we'll let it hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 and 9 is 13 points of damage and 11. Sorry,
11 is a miss.
11 is a miss. Cool, cool, cool. That's all this Duergar can do. He is now going to move him to the token layer. And he looks around. Oh, who's healing Darak? Stop it, you! True, but still put a whole lot of text. Sorry, I'm looking into stuff's going on, chat.
No.
So what happens is this guy is going to move to. You're going to use movement to go there, and he's going to jump down the what's it called? The trapdoor, and he's now moving another 5 feet. So he's 5 feet below now. So just, you know. Moving on. Duergar Heavy Sniper here is dead. Let's get him out of here. Duergar Bombardier is going to move 5. See what his movement is.
Was he in range of Derek for an opportunity attack there or no?
Nope. Where's my fucking thing? Here we go. What's his movement? His movement is 25. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh god, I've just made him huge. Oh my god.
He's no longer a Duergar.
Here we go. He is going to move to there. I think he's going to, on a 4, 5, or a 6, he recharges this.
4, 5? Oh, Jesus.
So Arcane Bombard, recharge 4, 5, or 6. Would you like me to roll this, whoever's piloting Derek, or would you like you to roll it?
You roll it.
Okay, it's a D6. This recharges in a 4, 5, or 6.
I'm sorry, Kate.
5. It recharges, he's taking a shot. Zip, zap, skip it. Now, hold on, let me just see where he can... He's going to aim it for there. What the fuck is going on here?
Hey, thanks. Thanks so much.
Hey,
Busy
Warren.
Bee. Fucking hell, my friend. Thank you so much. 5 tier 1 subs. All of the players except for Darak gets... Or, I mean, you can divide them...
It's 5. I think 5 is a
What?
full party, isn't it?
Actual players right now, yeah.
No, even in the influence the game section below, it says
An
5
orc
to
is
subs
flying by and
information for
inspires the
all
crew.
parties.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Flying Orc. We love you all, and we really appreciate you dropping in right now. I think it's gonna make a hell of a difference. So that everyone gets a... how many is that? Yeah, everyone gets
Does that mean-
all the players.
So we
Does that
can
mean you need
stack
2
them
if we can
then.
use it?
Yeah.
I'm happy to say you can stack them. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Go on.
Yes.
It's getting to be look, I can't ignore that.
Love stack,
Um,
baby love.
So I think what he's going to do, he's going to drop a bomb right here, pretty much the same place he did last time. So let's go to our measure tool. Let's go to our circle. It's going to be here. It's going to be 15. So Mazzella, you're going to get the brunt of this one as well as Darak. So here we go.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sneaky
So again,
in the
you're just
corner.
like. As we go, Arcane Bombard. So we're looking. What damage are we looking at this time? 45. So I need a DC. What is it? 15? Did I say? 16.
Yeah.
15. DC 15 Dexterity saving throw, or take 45 points of damage. That is a 20 from Mazzelu.
No, that's Derek's.
Derek, okay.
Mine is only an 8.
Okay, so you're going to take 45 points of force damage, I believe, and you're knocked prone. Derek is going to take, unfortunately, 44,
He's down,
22
he's down.
points of damage. He is down. As this arcane bolt, and you can see the rocks on either side of this tower begin to just explode and blast outwards. As Derek is now down and he's on death saves. Derek, if you're watching, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
But,
that's my bad.
Well, it's not your bad. I mean, look. Okay, cool. So that is all he can do with that. Mazzella, don't forget that you're prone. This Duergar Heavy Sniper here is going to move up. He sees Darak. He can't see you. He sees Eryxium. He's going to take 3 shots against Eryxium. I think this guy's used one of his steady aims. He's going to use the second one now. That will be an extra 14 points of damage on these 3 attacks with a heavy crossbow. Boop, boop, boop.
What book are these guys from?
12, 14, 14.
Patang, tang, patang. Miss.
Motherfucker. And is this just because of the armor, or is Eryxium floating there like Magneto and just raising the shield like that?
Yep.
Yeah, you fucking better
Full
be.
Magneto.
Fucking just like ting, ting, ting. And as the shield just comes down, does he say anything to this heavy sniper, or?
I just need to say, I just needs to glare and smile.
Yeah, the eyes flash with a platinum light as this guy, you can see, kind of looks at, like, these guys are sharpshooters, like,
You have no power here.
and he dips back. You can see there is a look of worry and fear in his eyes as we move on to Derek. Can I get a death saving throw, please?
No.
Oh God, I feel so bad for you, Ryan.
Yeah, we all know Johnny's real good at death saves, so
Especially if you're a Raven Queen. Like that's, you know. Anyway, 15. I'm not going to ask you for any sort of moments or anything because it's not your character. But I appreciate you
this makes him
taking on this mantle, and I know it's not easy, Ryan. And I really appreciate you dealing with this because it's shit and it's hard. And I'm not going out of my way to.
No, I know that. I put myself there. That's fine.
He's just in the line of fire, and I really like it. I do feel bad about this as well. But thank you for piloting him, and I appreciate.
The other thing is, I don't want to speak for obviously Johnny and for Derek, but I feel like after the recent events, this first thought might be over his fallen mentor.
Yeah, once was Darathon.
Exactly. I think that's probably where his mind would go for this one.
Yeah. And I think at that moment, Derek just, as this explosion hits, Derek just falls back. Oh fuck, we have a hype train. Success! Holy shit, guys! So this moment, once that arcane blast hits, Derek is just blown backwards, and he falls, his two arms out, and as his consciousness fades, it's almost like he falls backwards into this pool of black liquid, and he looks around. There is no up, there is no down, there is no left, there is no right. He expects the liquid to be cool, but there is no sensation of hot and cold as he just lies there, and his eyes flutter open, and he sees once was Darathon standing on the edge of that pool in the Temple of the Raven Queen that he once waded into. And once was Darathon just looks down. You hear, "It's okay, child. It's okay." And that is the last thing. Well, not the last thing, but that's what Derek hears. Mizelu,
Not today,
you are
Satan.
prone as this magical blast. That snail, I love it. As this magical blast knocks you against the wall, you feel the crunch of the impact of your steel armor, your metal armor behind you, as a huge chunk of this wall falls with you. Your feet and your calves are half buried from the damage that your body being thrown against the wall has done. So you just kind of shake yourself to back to consciousness again, and you look around and you're like, you see Derek just lying on the ground. He is not in a good place.
So I stand up. So I'm gonna remove the schneel.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I can get there.
Just a heads up, we will go to 11 if that's okay with everyone, and then we'll do a hard out at 11.
No problem. And we are gonna do a cure wounds at 5th level.
Oh shit!
What?
So he's gonna come back with 26 points of healing, as I literally grab him by his shoulders and fucking stand him up with healing him.
You do not have my permission to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Miss Cackle behind me there.
Yeah, just, show me your war face. Ah! Show me your war face.
And the last thing, as Derek sort of floating in this sea of nothingness, reaches a hand up to once was Darathon, he just feels like it's almost like the plug has been pulled in this pool that he's in, and the water just begins to drain and drain and drain. And as it does, it's not that he's going down, it's almost like once was Darathon is just moving higher and higher and higher away from him, and the hand reaches out until like he hits the bottom of this pool, and his head cracks against the bottom, and he snaps up, and he's like, ugh.
See what the party rigged up.
See what the party rigged up, and you can see that he's he turns around. You have your hands on his shoulders. He looks up and he's like, you can see there's an anger. Can I get an insight check?
I'm just gonna look at him dead straight in the eye. I don't even want an insight because I don't care how he feels right now.
Oh,
But I'm gonna look him straight dead in the face and say, "She ain't having you just yet. You're not ready." That's all I say to him.
He does not take that well. But you can see the hand. He picks up the weapon and the hand is fists tightening around and he goes, "What? Where is the cunt?"
Right behind you. As Stephen said last week, as Orixium, the Platinum Dragon and the Queen of Ravens, they're working together. She wouldn't have allowed me to get him up if he wasn't ready.
That's fair. Okay, moving on. If that's it for you, Duergar Heavy Sniper is going to move over to here. He's going to look at Mazzello. He's going to take 3 shots at Mazzello. I do believe he has one of his steady aims left. This will be the last one. So I'm going to put, do you know what? I'm going to put a little net on him. Say he's used his last one. Mazzello, he looks down and he sees what's going on and he realizes you're a healer. He's going to take 3 shots at you. Here comes a steady aim. It's going to be an extra 14 points of damage per hit. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Jesus.
10,
Nope.
23,
Yes,
22.
yes.
Okay, so 14 plus. So 24 points of damage.
Total.
Yeah, that's for the second attack that hit.
So
The
it could
third
be the
attack
total
also
then.
hits. The third one plus 14 is going to be 27.
So 24 and 27, so
Yep.
51.
Yep.
I am flat on my back.
So as
Shit.
you stand there and you bring up Darak, and you go, you're not ready for her yet. You see this guy just lean over, almost standing, like you can see that they have little boxes, and he stands up in a box and he goes, "Hey, but you fucking are." First one shoots by Ren, it lands almost like just by your feet. Tick, this sound. Second one just goes straight through the metal of your chainmail, Mazzello, almost coming through one of the holes you've already that have been made before, and then you feel it pierce your breastplate, like your breastbone, and you feel this intense pain as the breastbone turns inwards. And then the second one, as you look down, and you kind of go, your hand goes to your chest, and you look up, exposing your neck. The third one, with a sick, wet thud. You almost don't feel the impact, but
I saw sick with thud open for Puddle of Mud in 2003.
you made a bollocks of delivery, my friend. But anyway, so
Fucking hate that anyways.
but I appreciate the sentiment. But as this second shot or third shot, as his third shot shoots down, it shoots through this sick, wet thud, and you feel it's almost like, oh, that third one missed me, but you put a hand to, like, you just feel this hot blood running down. And then you look to the side of the building here. It's too late for Mazzello, I'm afraid. You can't give healing once they're down. And the blood spatters against the side of this tower, the corner of this tower. And you look and you're like, fuck, Darak. And then you look down and you're like, oh, fuck, that's me. You drop to your knees. You feel woozy, your head spinning. And you drop one hand to the ground, the other hand to the ground. Like, You look around for your brother. He's not there. And your right elbow just gives way, and your left elbow gives way, and now you're down on the ground, lying, dying at Darak's feet. What the fuck do you think of that, hey? And he'll move back to here. Moving on, Orixium. What's the wisdom say for?
Blind rage.
I don't think you've seen this, have you?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I would argue that you haven't.
Yeah. All right, sniper disappeared below. We've got 2 on the roof opposite. We've got scales here. We've got.
If you're flying, do you know what? I'm fair. Yeah, I'm fair enough that you do have line of sight here. So that's a 27 wisdom save for blind rage. You see your brother go down. This is the most blood you've ever seen come out of your brother's body in one go, and he is like, and it's quick. The legs go, the arm goes, the other arm goes. You can see the struggle to even get up to one elbow, and he doesn't even have that. and you can see there's so much blood. There's so much blood. And this grave cleric is just standing there in the blood, looking down, doing fucking nothing.
I am no good with Pythagoras theorem. How much movement do you have to do to get down to his brother?
You'd have
It
50.
says 25 by the map. 20, 25.
What's the just use the map. I'm happy to say you've got the fly spell on you.
He's got 60, so he's got plenty.
Yeah.
So, slow-mo time as he sees his brother take these 2 shots in the neck. His vibrant electric blue eyes, for the split second, if anyone was close enough to see, go blood red as he takes off down to his brother.
In your head, there you are.
Because you can take the fiend out of him, but you can take him out of the fiend, but you can't take the fiend out of him.
And you hear this sweet, sickly, honeyed voice in your ear. Do you need my help, my child? I can save him. All I need is for you to return to my bosom.
I can do it myself. As he tears down like Superman flying Lois Lane around the world in super speed, he'll grab his brother by the collar and lift him with his
Your
pure
hand is
strength.
immediately completely covered, drenched in your brother's blood. From the fingertips all the way down. It's like you dipped your hand in a bowl of blood. You have never seen this much blood come out of your brother at one time. You are covered in it.
And as this blood coats his hand, there's a blinding radiant light as 30 points of lay on hand flow into his brother's neck and seal the wounds. So that's 30 instant healing to Mizelu. And then when he lifts him up enough and gives him enough energy to stand him on his own feet, he's gonna take off, going the rest of his movement up to the roof.
Oh shit!
Bonus action. Is there no.
Forget the bonus action for the moment. Is there a split second moment between Eryxium and Mizelu when this happens? Your eyes lock. Mizelu, your vision is out of focus, but you see this brother that once you rescued, that once you risked everything to save. And
Can I request an insight check
can you explain to me why and
from
how?
Eryxium to see what he would have seen on his face at that very moment?
Okay, so before he rolls, what's the DC? And do you want Eryxium to take his headphones off and explain to the rest of us what's going on?
No,
Because I don't know what's going on either.
yeah, that's fair. I'm throwing a curveball here a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say, hang on, how do we roll to GM? There we go. I will roll, and then if he rolls an insight, I will give you the appropriate answer. Is that fair?
So you're going to roll the GM. So you're making that check. Okay. So you want to make an insight check then?
This
Eryxium.
is public insight, is it?
Public insight.
Ooh, 23 or 23.
You've beaten it
So
by double.
you will see that he tries to portray it as a I'm okay kind of thing, but you can see he's incredibly disappointed with himself. Like massively.
He's disappointed, but I think as he opens his eyes to this radiant, blinding vision of the older brother he always needed is the one picking him up out of the dirt before he takes
Why
off.
is he disappointed though? Is he disappointed that he got dropped, or is there another reason that he's disappointed?
He's disappointed in himself.
That he got dropped. Okay, that's cool. I thought it was something else he was disappointed in. Given that there were deals made and he thought this was the end,
No.
and that maybe there might be judgment coming. Okay, that's cool. That's
No,
cool.
it's disappointment that he
Okay.
once again had to be saved. Although he looks up to his brother and he knew that he would save him, but he feels like he shouldn't have to keep saving him. He's disappointed in himself.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's why Bahamut sent him to get him.
Okay, moving on. If that's it for everyone, Ren.
Can I get DC 17 intelligence saves from those 2 guys up on the tower, please?
Up here.
Yep, the ones that
you're-
are up with her too.
You're gonna have to move up to here to make that.
Yep. I'll do that. So, where here?
Right about there. Yeah.
Yep.
To get that. So we're gonna intelligence saving throws from this guy.
Both of them.
Boop. Said the heavy. Yep. Well, I'm gonna do the one on top first.
Yep.
Intelligence saving throw against a spell. He has advantage. Let's go.
Mhm.
That's a 10, buddy. How does that work out?
Still fails.
What happens to him?
Uh,
What does
he's
it
gonna
look
take-
like?
I'm hitting with a synaptic static, so he's going to take 8d6 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
So,
That was
Roll
8d6.
8d6.
Yeah, it's supposed to roll itself, but it didn't. So that's this guy. So that's shit damage, but the side effect is better. So he's going to take 24 points of psychic damage as Ren's eyes just flash that like the normal natural purple glow, that like kind of color that he has to it, and
Mm-hmm.
overwhelms the golden aura of his normal magic, and just this in his mind, just this feel of pure anger and rage and like all these like fucking dark emotions that Ren has going on just overwhelm his mind. And that's going to do 24 points of psychic damage, and his mind is muddled for the next minute.
So what does
So
a
every
muddled
time-
mind do?
So during that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the numbers rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
I don't like that.
It can re-save that at the end of each of its turn.
I don't know.
It's a good one.
I don't like that.
It's not
Okay.
a great damage roll for a 5th level spell,
And
but it's a great side
sorry,
effect.
the other guy is going to take a full 24, right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but no, both of them have to make that save.
Cool. Let me just roll off the other guy. Here we go. Heavy sniper. Sniper. It's intelligence save. Boop. So we have an advantage on this. Come on, buddy. I'll take the 4 round. So
Yep.
that's
Same
another
again.
minus 24. And as you look, you scooch out from the relative safety of your little hidey hole Caritas nook, and you kind of just you throw your hand up, and it's almost like you create this sort of bright flash that attracts the attention of these two. And they look around, and you can see now you lock eyes with them, and it's almost like you draw their vision out and straight into you, almost like this tunnel vision. And then you can see their eyes roll back, their hands just sort of spasm, and their arms spasm, the whole body just fucking convulses, and you can see now this pink, fluffy liquid begin to just run out from beneath their eyelids, and then this pink, foamy, bloody stuff begin to just run out of their ears as they just stand there. Orixium, I think you're too busy trying to murderize these people, but you don't see where this comes from, but you can see they're not in a good way now.
Good.
The way I've kind of flavored the actual like visibility of it before is that creatures affected have seen like an image of like the spectre almost form out of nowhere and just grab them by the face. It's those who played like Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, when Celebrimbor like bends something to their will, like with the face grab. It's kind of like that.
Moving on, Scales, what have you got? Ren,
Scales.
would you like to move in back into
Oh
your
yeah,
little,
Ren is going straight
yeah,
back
I
beside
figured
you.
you would, all right. Your
Hey,
little,
I'm squishy. I have to hide. And then bolts
Okay.
and there.
Scales.
So
What's Scales doing?
Scales is very pissed off. He's probably seen Mazzelli hit the deck below, and he's going to rush at this guy here in the corner, and he's going to keep chasing him around this tower until he's dead. So
Okay,
he's
roll
gonna
to hit.
up and a bam bam. If they roll, oh wait, there it is.
Curious question. Seeing as that
Mhm.
Duergar is 5 foot down into the hatch, would that be an advantage for the height differential?
Actually, no. He was down. I thank you for raising that issue. He went down the hatch and closed the hatch after him. So you were going to have to run down after him.
Scales still has flight actually, so can I wreck on that?
Yes.
Yep, Scales is going to go back to here, and he's going to use the 60 feet of movement to basically just run, jump,
Jesus.
and just slam down here,
Okay.
and he's going to beat the fuck out of this guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
So that is Turtle Mace. Reckless. Oh, yeah.
That's a nat 20 with your reckless attack. What does this look like? That's the damage. It's 8 plus 1 is 9. That's shit for a critical hit.
Oh, well, 9 plus 3, so it's 12.
That's a 29.
Yep.
With your 29, you begin to recognize patterns in your opponent's fighting technique. You gain +2 to your AC against your target, an advantage on all saving throws from effects originating from your target until your next turn.
And then he's
You
gonna
gain
go.
+2 to your AC against that target, and advantage on all saving throws from effects. Second attack, that is a
Much better
26.
damage.
So what's the total damage?
That is the first one. What is 9 plus 12 plus 16?
12 plus 16.
28.
Okay, minus 16. Scales. You can see now as you just fly over. You fly over this expanse, the two towers, 30 feet in the air, and it's the momentum of the fly spell with the first attack. Crunch! You can see this creature just standing listlessly because of the synaptic static spell, and this is one of the key things that enables the massive damage that you've done. As this, you can crunch down. You see its shoulder blades. Oh, sorry, its collarbones just crack down, and it's now kind of standing at an awkward angle. And you swing around, you crack it in the side of the head. You see its jaw split, and this blood just begins to just pump out of its mouth. It's almost choking in the blood from the wound you've inflicted on its mouth. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm trying to see if Scales has any bonus actions to do anything other than rage, but I don't think he does.
You can use a sickle.
Offhand. Yeah, offhand with the sickle. I forgot.
There
about
you go.
that. Can I say Scales has actually pulled out his original Morningstar in his other offhand instead of the sickle?
Yeah, but you'll be at disadvantage because it's
Finesse? Okay.
it's a medium weapon.
Fair enough. Never mind. I'll just use the sickle, and I didn't know how that works. Sickle offhanded. It's terrible damage, but
Unless he has a
4.
dual wielder feat. Does he have the dual wielder
Doesn't.
feat?
No.
Okay.
That's 4 damage.
Oh, sure, look, we'll take it. And I'm happy to say that this creature is now into single digits.
It's kind of like a little slice the back of his kind of.
It does, and he turns
Hamstrings.
around like with the momentum of these attacks. This creature turns around. You can see, and he just scale slashes the back of its neck, and it is not pretty. But as the blood begins to just piss out and run down its side. What would you like to do?
Scales is, I think Scales is the slasher feat as well. I don't know if that does anything unless it's a crit.
I think it just means you can take a piss wherever you want.
No, it's when you score a critical hit. Never mind.
All right, moving on. Where's my turn order? We're back up to Robert. Robert, you are still at 50 hit points from 50 hit points, undamaged, hiding in the fucking base of this tower. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go and take some damage.
Okay, let's go.
So I run around out the door, right up to this guy, gonna yell after him, "Where you going?" As I run after him. And then I'll take out my rapier and take a stab at him.
Roll it.
Sorry, I'm struggling to find my sheet here. Where is my rapier? There it is.
Banhammer.
19 to hit.
Banhammer. 19 to hit will hit.
It takes 21 points of piercing damage.
Minus 21 points of piercing damage. What does it look like when Robert kills this creature?
So I think it's gonna be weird. Robert's gonna like kind of first jam the rapier kind of through the guy's wrist that's holding the gun, and then kind of twist it back and jam it up, like
Straight through there.
yeah.
And you feel the scrape
up
of the
this,
point of the
out
blade
through the ear.
as it scrapes against the bone on the underside of the jaw, and then it goes through on the upper side of the jaw, taking 3 or 4 teeth with it.
And then I just rip it out sideways.
You rip it out as this creature drops. You can just this final death rattle, and then you hear this.
This cunt does death throws.
As this weapon now that is out of his grasp seems to be not controlled anymore. If Robert has any bonus action movement, yeah, I suggest you fucking use it now.
Bonus action dash.
I mean, yes.
After this
Because
engage.
you definitely get the feeling this thing is about to explode with a much bigger fucking radius
run
than
back
it
into the
normally
building.
has. Okay, do you close the door?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? So
Where the fuck
Derek and Mazzello just see Robert just shoot out the door, murderize this guy with the arcane cannon, and then you see him turn around and he just like runs to here. I get to see Robert going to here and just doing a shrug of the shoulders, running in and fucking slamming the door.
Robert is like pale as a ghost, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. As this thing will blow up on its next turn. Which is not going to be good for you guys. This Duergar heavy sniper he's still down at the very bottom of this map, standing guard, wondering when he's about to get his lunch break, but it's not coming. This is the heavy sniper here. I think he's used his invisibility, so he's gonna go to.
So much for the bells.
Oh,
I
sorry,
thought
no,
I've not
he's
heard
dead.
all the explosions.
He's going to use the rest of his movement 25 feet. We'll get him to the bottom of the tower and to the bottom there. That's all he can do, and that's all he's going to do. We're up to the Duergar. Oh, shit. Okay. Now, who would like to roll this? So I need somebody to roll 2D... Was it 2D4? To determine... So it's 2D4 by 10 will determine the radius of this explosion.
Well, since that's me and Derek in it, I'll roll it.
Okay, so it's going to... So 2D4...
5.
It's going to be a 50 foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Centered on him.
Oh god.
Okay, so Derek. So Ren is not going. Anyone who's above and next to the thing. So I think you guys at the top, you're going to get advantage in the saving throw. Derek and Mozilla, you guys are fucked. And Ren, you're going to get advantage in the saving throw. So here we go. So can I get a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please?
From everyone?
From everybody.
Yep.
Oh, Rixium, you dirty bastard. Let's go.
I have my fucking mobile phone on silent all the time, but if I didn't, that would be my fucking SMS alert.
What's the
Oh, Rixium, you dirty bastard, let's go.
Oh, I'm going to use an inspiration on that, Dave.
what's
Sure.
the DC?
Yeah, I'm going to use Derek's inspiration for that one as well.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
you.
what's the
No.
what's the this DC? Sorry.
15.
You said
I'll
we
use a
could
bless.
stack. We could stack the inspirations, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again.
Scales has a +4, by the way.
Let's go.
I'm going to use my second one as well.
And the Duergar, I assume, need to, all three
Yay!
of them need to do the
They
save
sure
as well,
do.
do they?
I didn't make the save with a bless, so I'm gonna use an inspiration.
That's okay. You guys just do what you need to do and tell me the end result. So dex saving throw. This guy at the top.
Scales is a sorry.
Is
Sorry,
gonna miss
Scales
it.
gets advantage
This
from
guy
danger
here.
sense, and
That's
then the
okay.
inspiration if needed, and then he has the Erixium +4. Is it?
Yeah.
Mazzello and Derek are barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Scales is
Okay,
fine.
so 16 is going to make it. So there's the one down here makes it. This guy is at the door. The door is closed, so he doesn't need to make a saving throw. Neither does Robert. If the door is closed.
Oh,
It's okay.
so
I'm
why
just
did I just
talking
use
about.
all my stuff?
Sorry, well, I know. Well, don't you can give yourself back the stuff. So anyone who is like behind the door with the door closed is going to be fine.
What if I'm behind total cover?
So who did? So Robert, this is all on you. Can I get you to roll me 10d10, please?
Oh god.
Are you gonna make me kill someone again?
Yep. / or 10d10, please.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Are
Just
you
roll
going
Okay,
to kill,
so
are you
that's
gonna kill the
two.
second one of Johnny's characters?
/ or 10d10.
And he's not even here.
Oh.
I'm gonna do 1d8.
No,
but I
it'd be
already
massive
rolled two.
damage rolls. He'd have to do ridiculous.
Just roll / or 10d10.
10d10.
Yeah.
Base 10.
Even though I rolled
/
two
or
already.
space 10d10.
Just ignore the two we've already got.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, lads.
Oh god.
Why did I roll well?
You only got two
this
ones.
weapon explodes, you hear you feel the sound of the shock. Did somebody ban that person already?
Yeah, I've done it.
Thank you. As you've so Robert, the last thing you see is you look over your shoulder and you run through this door. This ear-shattering explosion as you see the corners of this tower and the edges just blown to smithereens, mortar and masonry scattered from pillar to post, and Darek and Mizelu, you are both thrown 20 feet back to here as this thing explodes with obliterating force, and the doors are just thrown inwards and outwards again. These two Duergar have been killed instantly. They died instantly in the crash. And anyone who knows my friend Corey and his story will get that. You died instantly. And there is only one Duergar left. But as you look up from this situation, with Darek and Mizelu lying, it's hard to tell where one person and begins and the other ends. Darek and Mizelu have just taken catastrophic damage. And I do believe you need to be reduced to the negative of your max hit points, isn't that right?
Yeah, we're both fine that way.
Yeah. But as the last thing you hear is just an explosion of sound and heat as you're blown backwards. I think that is a good place to finish our stream for tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I think we should carry on one more round.
Well, do you wanna?
Yeah.
I know you've got stuff to do, my friend. So
I know, but one more round.
I really can.
one more round, okay. So
Well,
we'll.
Robert says he can. Robert says he can.
I really can't, guys. Sorry. I have to wake up real early tomorrow.
That's
for
okay.
Comic-Con.
Let's. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for in the middle of our week of the Emerald Collections. We'll be back in a week for the middle of the Emerald Collective's first birthday. So look, guys, thank you so much. Thanks to all of our friends from D-Range Rhinos community that came in to support us and came in to watch their good friend Ryan. And thank you to all of our regulars, and thank you to all of my players for smashing it out of here. I feel really bad for Darek again, but
I'm sorry, Darek.
this was a serious. This was a quick yet serious combat. We love you all.
Thank you for running it.
Oh, thank you for you guys for bringing such interesting characters to the table and inspiring me to do the things I do with them, because I wouldn't be able to fucking think of half the shit I do without the backstory to give me. So, what's next? Nothing on Sunday. We're back with Carrick.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 of your new homebrew campaign.
Yeah.
So everyone, please pop along. Check out Carrick's homebrew campaign, Arcane Adventures in Andromedas. Our Technomancer Kate is playing, and we will see you guys very soon.
Kate has done a great job of punching innocent goblins.
Thanks so much,
See you.
and we'll see you next time.